bit of work, so that's great. Okay, so um, brief recap from the start so we can keep Helios up to speed. Shall we do that? No, we shan't. I'm going to leave that up to you. Helios, just hang tight for a couple of seconds, of maybe 20 minutes or something, and then I'll be introducing you into the campaign. Sounds good?
Sure, yeah.
All right. So where we left it last week, we were in the city of Astoria, and you had successfully done a couple of missions. You successfully dealt with the Minotaur, got back the original armaments of the Dragon Lords, which is great. A good start. Just bring up the prophecy of the Oracle so we can refresh ourselves on that. So we had this vision from the Oracle. You did successfully drink from the horn of Valmetria, which is the second handout here. So you've reclaimed the mighty weapons, though they are in a state of disrepair. They're good, but they're not great. You have drank deep from the dragon horn, which gives you this strange vision that you saw, but you have yet to reshape the silver fires of the Lost Forge. So that's one thing you need to do. But you have a more pressing problem. Lord Sidon, here is Delegate Commander Gaius, has let's bring up this portrait. And I should ask Dylan, are you at all familiar with the campaign, the setting?
Not much at all, no. Completely new.
Okay, well, I'll give you a completely new start then. Start from there. So this is the land of Thylea. Think of it as a Faerun, Forgotten Realms type setting. It's very much set in ancient Greece, that type of vibe, so people start hitting each other with bronze weapons. It's very unusual to see a weapon made of iron. 500 years ago, there was a great war between the 5 gods, and gods in this world you can walk up and shake hands with. They walk and talk and they interact with the people. So they're not distant gods like you might experience in Forgotten Realms. And there's also these 2 titans named Sidon and Mutheria. Sidon and Mutheria have threatened to destroy the entire world. So they're not good. 500 years ago, there was a big battle between the 5 gods who were allied with the humans, basically, and the titans who were allied with the original races, things like minotaurs, centaurs, satyrs, that type of thing. And there's a big, huge battle, but nobody really won. What happened was the war stopped in a stalemate, and something was brokered called the Oath of Peace. So for 500 years, there's been no... the gods are forbidden by attacking the titans, and vice versa. But that Oath of Peace is about to end in 500 years. And the Oracle, a lady named Versi, has chosen all of you guys as her chosen, who, if anybody is going to stop the apocalypse, it's going to be you guys. You've been accompanied by a lady called Kyra. Kyra has been very useful. Sometimes she's a little bit chaotic, but she's helping out the party a lot. And as we discussed, you are the son of one of these gods. You're the son of the king of Astoria called Pythor. He is once again a literal god. Does that make sense? Any questions?
All good so far?
Okay, there's a bit, but hopefully you'll get the swing of things. But, so, Lord Sidon, the big bad that I just mentioned before, has asked for Pythor's daughter. Pythor, your dad, and There is Anora, his daughter. He has said Anora needs to be sacrificed. There's still a couple of days left. I think 3 days left before she is due to be sacrificed. Pythora doesn't want that, and you guys, I assume, don't want that. But Commander Gaius, this gentleman here, has been demanding that she be sacrificed. And there was lots of talk about exactly how you're going to deal with this. So, Leyland, you had some ideas. What are your thoughts?
Well, we left it off last time. I believe we were visiting, what was it? The Commander Gaius's, where he's holed up with his men. We were in a bit of a standoff. Leolon just wanted to get an idea of this man, because and what was going on. And let's see. Don't think we were really getting anywhere. But well, yeah, I've been looking into the details of the sacrifice of Anora, and because the thing is, if we've been she strongly recommended that we don't try and fight Commander Gaius or was it the commander of the Centaurs?
Well, if you did fight him, Pythor would be on a bound to beat the crap out of you because he's only hospitality. So attacking Commander Gaius directly would be unwise.
Technically impossible by the laws of magic of this place. We weren't saying it was a bad idea to fight the centaurs. It would be a hard idea. It'd be hard to do. That's why we got the armor and the weapons, even though they're not 100% online. That's kind of why we went to get them in the first place, is so we could go fight the centaur.
And I had another because from what I understand, Anora is going to be chained in a rock, and some sort of creature is going to come out of a cave and kill her, eat her, I assume, and that will be the sacrifice. And if she doesn't get eaten, then she's free to go.
That's right. So if she survives from dusk till dawn, then the sacrifice will be valid. People will say the fates have chosen her and she is not to be sacrificed. And it will be perfectly valid if she survives the night. But so just to be clear as well, Anora will be chained to the rock, dressed in a ceremonial robe. No outside help is given, so if you see a monster and you shoot it with an arrow, all bets are off. A Centaur band will almost certainly come thundering towards the city. So she's on her own once she's bound to the rock.
But I was thinking, could we maybe slay the monster before, let's say, a few days in advance? There's a monster in a cave somewhere?
I would discuss that, but this is a little too meta for me.
Okay, alright, that's fine.
Kyra, who is not meta, she'll say, well...
Sorry, did we ever leave Gaius's room, or are we still kind of in the middle of that standoff?
Well, let's assume that it came to a bit of a standoff and everybody's gone back and discuss your tactics freely.
Okay, if that's the case, then when everybody emerges, Red Maw was like, I only needed 2 seconds standing in front of that man to understand his character. Coward through and through. We shouldn't have wasted our time with him.
Well, you know, it's always good to come face to face with your foes. Who knows how useful this this confrontation will be in the future.
Perhaps, but we are on a timeline. So, are we doing what we originally planned? Are we going to the Centaur? Are we going to kill their commander?
Well, what do
Ultinos is
we know
ready.
about? What do we know about this commander? Do we have any weaknesses? Leolon would prefer to scout it out and try to catch him if we're going to go after him. Catch him at a unopportune moment, if possible. Then
We know that
Yeah.
he is the leader of an army, and that he is deeply entrenched in a Centaur camp. We know that, however, that he will not deny a challenge made against him.
and would that be?
Or bound by oath, I would imagine. From a leader from a tribe to another would be the usual way of settling such things.
Okay. Would that be one of us against him?
I would imagine typically that's how things are concerned. Why waste innocent lives when it can be taken care of the leadership? Champion versus champion.
Alright.
Says, well, technically, Gaius is the commander of the Order of Sidon. There's many disciples, many devotees of Sidon scattered across Thylea. Not technically the leader of the Centaurs, though. That would be a Centaur. So if Didish would wish to challenge the Centaurs, which I strongly advise against, we will be taking on the chief of the Centaurs, who will be a Centaur himself. Will not be Commander Gaius. And one thing I wanted to point out as well, in terms of the sacrifice, the human sacrifice, like a Nor, is quite unusual. But oxen, chicken, goats are sacrificed. They're almost on a daily basis. And sometimes it's simple vermin that attack the carcasses. Sometimes it's something much greater. I had a look through some of the records, and there tends to be three types of creatures that have come down the river. There have been giant alligators, so that's one of them. There has been these strange, skinny, flying, female-looking figures who sing songs and kind of rip them apart from afar. And there's these strange, almost rock-like creatures, about the size of a pony. I don't know what they are, but those are the three type of things. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen when Anora is tied to that rock? It could be one of them. It could be all three of them. It could be something completely different.
And if we are there, we contaminate the sacrifice, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
I look back to my allies. This is the problem. How do we know what is going to attack her, and how do we intercept it without cheating this sacrifice? The Centaur is a bad idea. I keep hearing that over and over again, but I do not see any other way to stop this. And if you look at Redmaw right now, like it looks like his blood is boiling. He looks really aggravated after Gaius mocked him.
No, that's clear. that's very no. That's the trigger. Because how much we have? 3 days, like 2 nights or 3 nights.
Three more sleeps. So you can sleep three
Three more
times,
sleeps.
and then the evening of the third day is when Anora will be tied to the rock. Once again, Anora is keen for this, right? Remember she said things like the needs of the meeting outweigh the needs of the sheep. And if her sacrifice means the story is saved, then it makes perfect logical sense to her. She's more than happy.
Well, we could go to that area because it's coming out of a specific cave. Maybe we could go in there. I mean, this is more Leolon's way of doing things. He prefers to, let's say, go in through at night and through the back door and look around. So that's why that's his thing. You can go in at night, look in, see what is in the lair, see what's around, perhaps.
How
Isn't it
long-
just, isn't it just a
Fight-
rock?
The rock of Eastor where she sacrificed?
Yeah, it's just a rock that she's placed on, right?
Ira, how many days until would it take us to reach the Centaur camp?
You could get there and back in a day. There, deal whatever it is, and then a day time.
Fine, Leolon. We have one day to think and plan, to consider alternatives. But before the second day ends, and we have not figured something out, I want to go to that camp.
Clear. Because we know for sure if we kill the Centaur leader, then it's a guarantee that it's also taken care of.
We can interfere without punishment. The punishment is the Centaurs.
Yeah. No. Okay.
That's right.
You take care of the threat. Okay. Well, I'm up for that. We'll just see if we can. I can go out and scout around a bit, or we can go and scout around a bit for one day, and see if there's any alternatives. And we can always, in the last day, challenge the Centaur leader.
Very well. I admit I am not clear-headed for this. I see a direct solution, and I want to go there. But you seem to have a head for clever things. Let us... You direct what we should do in the short term.
Okay, well, I would say let's have a look at this sacrifice area and the monsters and whatnot that's around there. And I would
Wait.
say we could head over there. Yeah.
Do you mean find any possible monster dens nearby and clear them out?
If I would say if that would be that would be one way. We could at least see what's around there.
I guess I suppose yes, if Sidon had nothing to send, there would be no issue.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing comes and eats Enora, then she's saved, like on a technicality. Which is Leolon's favorite way of winning things, by the way. That's
With no disrespect, the amount of technicalities in these isles is frustrating.
Oh, I absolutely understand you on that point, Redmore. I absolutely. It's technicalities within technicalities within technicalities in our culture.
Where I come from, you can punch someone in the face without starting a war.
Well, that's exactly how you start wars over here. That's a little challenge. We're gonna have to work on that.
Fine. Odinoz. We should find some nearby monsters. Kill them until there's nothing left for Sidon to send.
Odinus accepts this challenge.
Right.
Leolon, find us something to kill nearby. Something heroic. I'm feeling like a red dragon today, but I don't want it. I also want to be a silver dragon. I want to do something noble and destructive.
Agreed. Okay. Well, let's. I'd say let's just finish what we need to do in the city, and then go to the site of the sacrifice and start from there.
Making these plans, one of the servants of King Python comes. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but the king requires your answer.
Very well.
Well-
Leolon, lead the way. And if I make any kind of cultural stumble, kick me in the shin.
Okay, so you
Oh,
follow the
oh,
servant
oh.
to King Pythor, and King Pythor is doing his usual thing. He's got several flagons of wine in front of him, most of them are empty. He's currently indulging in the ale that he has there as well. And while it's still early in the morning, the table in front of him is filled with whole chickens, various meats, boiled potatoes and things like that. And he's got a whole chicken in one of his hands. And he's munching on it. Come on in. Come on in. I need to talk to you.
Quick
Right.
question, DM.
Yeah.
Just for my notes. So Pythor is one of the living gods, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, he's
Sounds
a
good.
literal god of war and that god of battle. Yes. Yep, literal god. And just as a reminder, this is Pythor. Almost as tall as he is wide, massive chest, rippling muscles. Though I think it would be fair to say he's getting a little flabby around the waist. Just can't physically keep up with the amount of food that he eats. Joe, come in. Come on, I need to talk to you. Got a good news, bad news situation. But first, how's everything going? Have you saved my daughter yet?
We're well on our way to saving your daughter, Your Highness.
3 days left. Don't dally, all right?
Of course not. Of course not.
All right. Now, as I said, good news, bad news situation. Some of you might remember I had one of my sons. His name was Balin. We had great plans for him. He was going to be following the Prophet's guidelines. But he's gone and pissed off, hasn't he? Turns out he's a lily-livered coward. So he's gone. But the good news is, I'm going to ask you, Layla. Take a guess how many sons and daughters I have. Just take a guess.
The number is almost legend, Pythor. I would let's say 30.
Ah!
To,
I've been living for 500 years, lad. It's a lot more than 30.
I am but a mortal, sir.
Well, in some ways, that wasn't a rhetorical question. I got no idea. I think it's in the hundreds. Most of them I've outlived. Man, 500 years. Talk about it. It's 1,000 years. I lose count. After the first 100, it all gets a bit of a blur. But I've had many sons, many daughters. I've outlived most of them. We have Honora, of course. Bless her heart. Purest, most wonderful creature I've ever had. Unlike that coward Balin, who just turned tail and ran at the first sign of troubles. But one of my other sons has come forward. Here is, look at him, isn't he magnificent? This is Helios. Helios, would you describe what you're doing?
At the moment, without his helm on, you see a heavily armored male man standing beside Pythor, spear or trident and shield on back, and his head is very similar to Pythor's. A decent beard and some hair, not as much as Pythor, but fair enough. Fair-skinned and very strong looking.
Cool. So we're looking very similar to Pythor, so that the lineage seems clear. And while we're at it, Leyland, what does Leyland look like?
Leon is human. He's modest height, slender build, more Oberyn style build, quick, agile. Um, Brown hair, brown eyes, fair shaved, clean shaven, leather armor with a bow and a light sword and a rapier.
Nice. Odinoz?
Odinos is a Leonin. You'll notice he has white fur, very similar to the display picture. Crystal blue eyes, a mane, just kind of like fluffy mane over there. Very, he's pretty sizable. He's a little bit taller than most average humans. A good kind of girth built over there. You'll notice that he's not really wearing any particular type of armor over there, but he seems like he could take a hit. You'll notice he has a gigantic great axe that he's wielding, a brand new great axe actually that he's got. So he's actually got two great axes, I guess, at this point in time that are crisscrossed on his back. And that's Leonin. That's Odinos.
Finally, Redmore.
All right, so you see a very large, very muscular red dragonborn standing like close to 7 feet tall, between 6 and 7 feet tall. Red, rough-looking scales. His face is very angular and blocky, very classically draconian or dragonoid. He's got two bright yellow eyes, which are framed by these two large black horns, which kind of like go back, straight back, and then curl up slightly at the end. He's wearing pretty simple leathers and traveling clothes. But on top of that, he is wearing some very obviously Thylia styled breastplate, as well as a very recognizable shield on his back. If your character is proficient in history from Thylia, you will know these as pieces of armor and shield of the Dragon Lords. He also has a simple long sword, which he has sheathed on his, kind of like into his shield, which he holds on the left arm. So not on his back, on his left arm. And then finally, the two most interesting traits about him is that the right side of his entire body has been painted with thick brass paint. Like, it looks like it's been hand applied, but it kind of gives him like this half red, half brass dragonborn look. And then on his left side, he's got all these different ribbons and strips of cloth tied to like his shoulder and to his waist. They're all trailing behind him like a good foot. And they're all the colors of like chromatic and metallic dragons. So he has like this very mixed draconic look to him.
So Pythor says, so look, this is Helios. It's my son. I think he's got what it takes. Now, I know this is Verisi's thing, but I'd like you to join you guys. That be right, Odinoz, Leal, and the rest of you bastards? What do you say?
Leolon looks over at Redmaw and Odinoz just briefly.
Forgive my ignorance, great God King. Does your bloodline being involved in this attempt to protect the land violate the Oath of Peace? Or is that simply applied to your godship?
The Oath of Peace, as written up by Versa the Oracle, prevents the four remaining gods from attacking the Titans, and vice versa. Technically, Sidon could attack Anora, for example. Be considered very bad form, but technically not breaking the oath. My hands are tied. What do you think of my son, though? Isn't he magnificent?
He looks capable. I have no objections to any additional assistance.
Now, Helios, you listening to me, boy?
Of course, Father.
Listen, let's not put sugarcoat this up. The first war, I fucked it all up. There's no polite way of saying it. Look, I was tasked, I was prophesied, I was told that I would slay both Sidon and Lutheria. Then we wouldn't be in this goddamn pickle we are now. But I failed. All I managed to do was delay it for 500 years. You, Helios, I need you to do the things that I failed at doing. Do you think you can do that, son? Do you think you can kick Sidon's butt?
I don't have a doubt that I could.
Oh, good. Confidence, that's what you need. So, you're up for this, son. Let me hear a roar. Let me hear some pride. Let me hear some anger.
You want death?
Yes! Yes! Kick him in the nuts. Alright. So you see how powerful my son is, right? Isn't he magnificent?
You will make a welcome addition to our group, and with him, we can only succeed,
Oh,
Your Lordship.
That's the spirit. That's what I like to hear. At this point, Kyra pops up and says, well, Helios, you'd be a most welcome addition to our little group. There's one technicality I want to bring up, though. I mean, as the rest of you know, I've been writing the legend of the Oracle's Chosen. If everything goes well, poets and bards will be singing your tales for eons to come. But here's the thing. As I explained to the rest of you, this is not going to be the story of Red. It is not going to be Redmore's story. It is not going to be Odin's story. It's not going to be any one of your stories. The fame, the glory, and everything will be shared between you. It'll be the story of the Oracle's Chosen, who happens to be Redmore, Odin, and so on. But to do that, we're all going to need to take the oath of fellowship together again, which is going to bind us. Now, the good thing about this is the fame will be shared. It'll be the story of Leolin, for example, so the story of everybody. So that's a good thing. It also works the other way. One of you guys were foolish enough to steal from a consecrated grave and got the curse of the grave robber. Everybody gets the curse of the grave robber. So very much tightly bonded together. So before you go off hunting whatever you're hunting, I'm going to have to ask you guys to say the oath of fellowship once. Why don't you lead us off, Leolin? In case you can't remember it, it's a beer and a treat.
I am Lilon, and I swear upon my life and my honor that I will uphold the oath of fellowship with the warriors who stand at my side.
Redmore?
I am Redmore, and I swear upon my life and my honor that I will uphold the oath of fellowship with the warriors who stand at my side.
Odinos?
I'm Odinos, and I always swear upon my life and my honor that I would uphold the oath of fellowship with the warriors who will stand by my side.
Finally, Helios.
I am Helios, and I swear upon my life and my honor that I will uphold the oath of fellowship with the warriors who stand at my side.
Kara says, yay! And gives Helios a big hug. Welcome to the group!
Alright.
Is that a bit awkward for you, for Helios, or?
You'll have to get used to that.
A bit sudden.
Leolon gives him a pat on the shoulder and to welcome him aboard the group.
Cool.
And Was there anything? Was there anything else, Your Highness, that you wish to share with us?
Um, yeah, save my daughter. Whatever you do, save my daughter.
Okay, clear. Well, then we shall be off and make haste. And Leon exits, and I suppose then we fill Helios in a bit on the way. Is there anything else? We fill him in on our plan. First, we want to look around the rock for any monsters, and then as final insurance process, challenge the centaur leader. Is there anything anybody wants to do in the city before we go to the? Because where is this sacrificial rock?
I believe it is near the south gate, within the river Arcelon.
Oh,
Arbalon.
the rock of Estor.
This
Is
the
that,
sacrificial rock here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of jutting out of the shallows of the Archelon River. The rock of Estor is less impressive than its name would suggest. Its flat surface forms a natural altar place, where numerous sacrifices have evidently taken place. As I said, goats, oxen, things like that. There is an iron pole stuck directly in the center of the rock, and white stones are scattered around its base. Strong rapids rush past the rock.
Would Helios know more about types of creatures? Let's say if they were to sacrifice something large, like an ox, what kind of creatures would be drawn to the ox?
Um,
And where would they come from?
well, they come from upriver for sure, so from the north. And when larger sacrifices are made, like humans and oxen, giant crocodile. Actually, people who think they know something about nature, please make me a nature check. That would be in your character's wheelhouse.
Odonos, maybe?
Odinos has zero clue on nature stuff.
Okay.
Just FYI.
We're all city slickers, I think. Yeah.
Rock. I'll say rock creatures.
Would Kara, could we ask Kyra as a lore master or?
Well, I tell the stories. I mean, I looked this up.
Okay,
Giant
okay.
crocodiles. Everybody knows what crocodiles are. There's these
Yeah.
nasty, munchy creatures made out of rocks. And these ladies, quite ugly ladies. I mean, that's very un-PC of me to say, but they were hideous. They flew around and sang songs.
Was it like the ones that we fought on the way to that necropolis? They flew and they sung.
Yes, just like those, yeah.
I don't like their singing. Made Odinal fall off a cliff.
Yes, exactly like those things. What are they called again? They're called harpies.
So, is this a process of elimination? Do we seek out whatever Odinoz can track first and cross the list out one by one until we're certain there's nothing nearby that could threaten the rock, threaten the sacrifice?
I think that's maybe start with the bigger creatures, and I think with our group we shouldn't have any problems monster hunting.
The river is closest, perhaps.
Yeah.
We start with searching for these crocodile creatures.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Odinus, can you track?
Odinos can track anything.
Okay. Oh, shall we? We'll go to the. Are we at the rock now? We're at the rock now, right?
Yes.
Uh,
It's a
well,
little
I'll
marker
leave
in
it.
case
It's
you,
audit. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Audino's, what? Can you find any tracks of anything? Can you try lead us anywhere?
I don't know. Uh, DM, what do I need to do in order to see if I can find any tracks?
make me a survival check. Well,
Oh yeah.
no tracks. I mean, the Rock of Esther is pretty gory. But I'll say with a survival check 19, maybe you need to start searching on the riverbank to the north. That might be your best way of tracking down some monsters. But no actual tracks yet.
No tracks. However, if I had to guess, most of the dens, if I would have monster dens, would probably further north. Maybe we shall follow the river up.
I see no problem with this.
Okay, so you head back through the north of town. And as you get to the north gates, which are much more heavily guarded than the south gate, some of the king's soldiers, some hoplites, people like that, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, you may not pass through the north gate. There are centaurs, cyclopses, all manner of creatures. Minotaurs, far too dangerous. We'll have to ask you to stay in the city."
Redmaw turns to Helios and says, "Can you do something about this?"
By the decree of your king's words, I insist you let us through.
Okay, let's make sure everything's connected together, Helios. Can you make me a persuasion check?
See.
So make sure it comes through to repeat.
Oh boy.
That's perception.
Well,
I'll
yes
be
it is.
nice and let you roll again.
Draw one.
Don't have to stick with that too. Okay, 40. Okay. I'm sorry, who are you? You're another one of the king's bastards, aren't you?
I am Helios.
And at present, and Redmaw will chime in, your king's favorite son, save for, of course, the wonderful, and he'll mention the name of the woman who's, Laura. We must go through, and if we have to be sent back to explain to the king who has given us this mission that you held us at the North Gate, I doubt he will be pleased.
All right. No need to get all uppity. We'll let you through. But just keep in mind, we keep this North Gate well guarded for a reason. As I said, minotaurs, cyclopses, giants, all manner of creatures out there. So,
Understandable, and you are quite capable at your jobs. You have our thanks for keeping this city safe.
right. Good luck to you. We hopefully look forward to you returning again, though many who have ventured into the Northern Plateau have not returned. So, best of luck to you.
Excellent.
Thank you, Guardian.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing? You continuing to track? What's the plan?
I just see it now that Audinus is leading us to the biggest monster in the entire continent. He's just going straight to the biggest.
Well, closest, hopefully. We need to ensure that anything nearby is taken
Odinus
care of.
probably would.
Hopefully, it's
Yeah.
not the city-side centaur up here. That would be bad.
Yeah. All right, Audinus, lead on.
All right. Do I need to make another roll?
Yes, please.
Survival or perception?
Survival as your track. 16. Okay, so you head along the river to the north, more or less following the riverbank, looking for signs of any creatures, like maybe these rock creatures, maybe the crocodiles. I'm not really looking up for the singing females, the harpies. It's not really where they hang out. Along the way, along the riverbank, about a mile north of town, there is a cave open. What immediately strikes you odd about the cave open is there's a couple of fish there, and there is a deer or an elk of some sort. And as you look closer, Odinaz, you realize that the fish and the elk are not actually fish and elk. They're statues of fish and elk. A little unusual.
This is odd.
How close are we to the city? What is the chance that this is something that would threaten us, or perhaps be the choice for Sidon's creature to attack?
Would this? The statues are right in front of the cave entrance.
Yeah, but they're not like arranged in any sort of way. Like they're not there as ornamentation. They're just there. Like the elk's kind of on its side, and the fish are just
Okay.
flopped around. So it's not like arranged in any sort of way. That's what you're saying. They're just there.
Autonos, have you ever seen this before? This is unfamiliar. This situation.
I don't know. Has Odin not seen this before?
Make a nature or history check, Odinaz.
Oh, I'm so great at these.
Yeah.
Wow, actually, I am pretty good at these, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say, with the way that you found these as well, you will say that you know these are not statues. These are petrified creatures, creatures that have been turned to stone. Like you look at the elk, the deer type creature there, and there's a bit missing from the side of it. But it doesn't look as if the elk was killed by a big bite to her side, but something's taken a chomp out of her, almost like carving a bit off the statue, as opposed to like, an injury, and then the creature was turned to stone. You have heard of creatures that gazes can turn people to stone. I mean, the one that everybody knows about is Medusas. Medusas do this type of stuff. And you heard of some other types of creatures that do this as well. But that's what you can work with them.
Yep. I'll share that with the crew.
What is
Okay.
Medusa?
It's a sort of a. Is that a fairly common legendary creature here or is it?
Medusa. You've probably met some Medusas.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're rare, but they do. Some of them have tried to integrate themselves into society by keeping their gaze. So yeah, maybe met a couple of Medusas in your time. Of course, some of them are just
Okay.
evil, but not
Yeah.
necessarily the case.
Okay, so but I mean, in this world, well, could you briefly describe them? 'Cause I'm not familiar with the
Sorry.
Dragon Lord's
Medusas
version of Medusa.
are pretty much like the other ones. The normal lore there. Can be male or female. Snakes made of hair. And if you look in them in the eye, you turn to stone.
Of the
Meeting in
snakes,
cities,
correct?
The snakes, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but they're not necessarily evil, though the vast majority of them are. Have their own plans that don't mesh well with society.
Yeah. Okay. But they
So like
live in villages and in cities. They live like a normal. They don't live in caves like this, really.
perhaps it is a basilisk. Do you have basilisks on the Thylia?
Odinose?
I don't know.
Odinaz says yes with his 15 nature check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Odin's knows then.
Good. I am familiar with that kind of creature. I know how to handle such a thing.
Excellent. All right. Let's see. Is there any way to confirm what kind, if that it's a basilisk, Aldenusk or Redmaw? Can you see from what's around here that it is indeed a basilisk? Any clues?
Would there be like a certain type of trail they leave? Like if it's, assuming it's like a slither trail, maybe?
Well, you know that they swim. That's one thing.
That's right,
to
they do
know.
swim.
Yeah. But it's hard to tell whether in fact they're present because just the way the tracking, like they would have gone from the river into the dry cave. So there's no way of telling the tracks go into the cave. The thing that attracts your attention are these petrified creatures on the outside.
Okay. Well, is there any way we can protect ourselves from turning to stone,
Yes.
Redmaw?
Close your eyes.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Aside from that, reflective surfaces.
Okay. That will complicate things a bit. But have you fought one before, Redmaw? Have you?
No, I have only heard stories.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Helios, do you have any experience or have any knowledge of combating basilisks?
Do I?
Uh, no. I'd say no.
No, never faced one.
All right. Okay. All right. If we agree to enter the cave and look, I could go a little bit ahead and try and be stealthy and see if I can maybe spot it before it spots us.
I will point out that the cave is dark inside, and I don't know if any of you have night vision.
Check.
No. So
I have dark vision. Does that
you have
count
dark
that?
vision, Autonomous? Yeah. Yeah. That'll do it. But I don't think the rest of us have it.
I have dark vision.
I don't know.
Yeah. Helios has dark vision.
Helios has it as
Okay.
well, yeah.
Okay. Oh well, I mean, maybe the two of you could go out ahead a bit first, and then Redmaw and I could follow with the
Helios,
torch.
aren't you a human?
No.
Oh, I thought you were a human.
I'm
Sorry. What
He
what
looks
are you?
human.
an ASMR.
Ah, that's right. Sorry. I thought I was thinking you're a human.
Practically human, just a little different.
Okay, there we go.
You're the
Odinaz
son of a
and
god.
Helios have dark vision. So Redmore and Leyland, if you
Okay.
do want to go in, you'll be running blind. You won't be able to see anything unless you light a torch or something like that.
I will
We could-
prepare a torch. I will have it ready with a tinder, and I will say, I will follow close behind one of you, and when you give the signal, I will light the torch. Know that if we are to engage in combat, I will have to drop it.
All right. That's okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, then, well, I mean, after a while, we will need some light, otherwise we can't see where we're going. Leolon, he's more, the range type, so he can stand maybe 20, 30 feet back with a torch already, and slowly follow the group with Kyra. All right, does that sound like a plan?
You'd have to be 40 feet back to not give away their position. So we could say Leowin and Redmore are 40 feet back from Odinaz and Helios.
Well, Redmore, you want it to be closer to the action, right?
Correct, which is why I would not have lit the torch until you gave the signal.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, then Leolon will be at the back with Kyra, and the three of you will go up front. And then Redmore with a ready-to-light torch.
As I mentioned, Redmore, you've got your hand on the shoulder of Helios or Odenos and just not holding back.
Correct.
Okay. And Leland 40 feet back.
All right.
All right. Okay, and Odenos and Helios, you are sneaking your way in.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, make me stealth checks. And Redmore, I'm going to ask you to make it at disadvantage. But you're probably at disadvantage anyway, I imagine, with your heavy armor.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, disadvantage.
Yes, very, very disadvantage with
That's a
stealth
5.
checks.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I don't have the disadvantage anymore. Because the breastplate of Mitros is medium armor.
Yeah, well, okay, so that's good to know in general, but you're also stumbling around in the dark at the moment.
Yes, so definitely doing disadvantage, but good to know for later.
Yeah, okay, good. So not normally, but in this case you do. So Leyland, back.
Oh,
Red,
11.
not bad.
Pretty high for me.
And Kyra will be stumbling along behind the rest of you. And she 24.
Damn.
Wow. Odenos is in his element, isn't he? Hunting a monster. Look at that. Natural 20.
That's 10. What is she? Jesus.
He is the knight.
Okay, so I'm going to drag you across onto this map.
Yeah.
Now, Leolon, you probably see nothing. Well, you don't see your character, rather. Do you see anything, Leolon? Probably. What do you see, Leolon?
I mean, if I zoom out, all I see is darkness at the moment.
Perfect. Okay. Because you are hanging back, so we'll bring you in as appropriate.
Yeah.
So what you immediately notice on one of these stealth checks for Helios. Oh, that was not so great. Okay, so you after about 50 feet of just winding through a narrow passageway, the caveway opens up, and you can see some humans. Some of them look like soldiers, the hoplites, and they're stone versions of it. And you notice some of them are missing arms, some of them are missing legs, some of them are missing a head, and they're all looks as if they're the that's what you see.
All right. I think Odenos, you have the lead, so it's up to you to move the group forward, I think.
As I'm muted, we must be super quiet, as if we're muted.
Yeah.
And he kind of says in very, very hushed tones.
Sorry, and Redmore, you probably don't see anything either, right, on your map?
No, whoever I'm holding on to, I am doing so gripping tightly because I am stumbling in the dark.
Okay, I'll just have you connected to Helios. Just at the critical moment, Helios, you stub your toe on one of these creatures, and this apparently have alerted the creatures of this, and these two creatures give you a death stare, Odenos. I'm going to need you to make me my Basilisk aren't working. It's like, Basilisk. Come here, Basilisk. There we go. I need you to make me come on, roll 20. You can do it. Constitution saving throw. So Constitution saving throw from Odenos.
I'm going to use my inspiration that I have.
You can do that after you've done the roll.
Okay.
So I know that's just how I do it. So you want to stay with your 16?
I think yes.
Okay. Cool. Now, unfortunately, both of these things have their eyes locked on you, so I'm going to need you to make... Actually, both of them? Yes, both of them. So, yeah, make another Constitution saving throw, please.
Crap. I'm gonna use
No.
inspiration on
Yeah,
that.
use it now, yeah. You still get a fail, so nice.
Oh.
Okay, Odenos, you do not turn to stone, but you feel your body seizing out and you're locked in place on the ground. You're unable to move, but you're not yet a statue like the things around you. And can everybody please?
Roll for initiative.
And I'll get you on
Uh,
board now, Leyland, since you're far enough back. So there you are there, and I'll get you a torch.
Yeah. This will be tricky.
So, there we go. You should be able to see yourself now, Leyland, and you probably see yourself as well, Redmore. Oh, no, is it?
Or I do see myself. I do not see anything else. I'm guessing no one. I'm pretty sure no one gave a call out before this started, so I will be blind.
You don't. Why is it not showing? Make sure I've got this map set up right. I don't know why that light is not showing. I've done this a million times. The token emits bright light. Vision. Refresh. I had this problem the other night too, so maybe Roll20 is having issues. So you're still completely blind, right, Redmore?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm going to give you low light vision, which doesn't work quite as well. Okay, look at it that way. It's not quite as nice as the torches, but I don't know why that's working. So, we'll say you should be able to see yourself now from the light. That Leland is not working perfectly. I don't know why. But we'll get Kyra into initiative. And did we get all 4 of the heroes? We're missing someone. Who are we missing? Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're good. We're missing these gentlemen. Okay. So yes, you wander around the corner and these 2 rock-like creatures, they just lock eyes with you. And you feel your body starting to seize up. You're mechanically restrained at the moment, Odenos.
Okay.
Kyra says... Oh no, it's not Kyra's turn. This is Basilisk. Starts lumbering towards you, Odenos. Has to take the dash action to get there. They're quite low and slow creatures. Oh. Let's give the honor to the new player. Helios, can you roll me a D100, please?
Mm-hmm.
66. I don't like these creepy crawlies. No, Helios, Pythor said you're big and powerful. So be big and powerful. And you find yourself doubling in size,
Oh, jeez.
Helios. You're under the effect of the equivalent of an enlarge spell. And the major thing this is going to be is a D4 extra damage. Kara says, be big, be brave. Then she disappears and hides in a corner and closes her eyes. Odenos.
I can feel the restraint. It just feels like it's just all my muscles are tensing up, right? Kind of.
Yep.
Feeling that tense over there, he kind of lets out a roar and he's going to rage.
Oh, yes. Very good.
And can I even retrieve weapons? I'm assuming I'm just under the restraint condition.
You
Kind.
can't move, and your attacks will be at disadvantage.
Okay. All right. So he'll kind of like you can see him kind of slowly, like he's tensing up, like he's fighting through this restraint as he grabs his great axe, and almost as he's at the same time going, he's going downward with a motion, reckless,
Oh, I love it.
to try to give everything he has in his attack.
So straight roll then. Cancels each other out. 16.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. You managed to pierce through the hide of this creature as it lets out a little roar. So 9 points of slashing damage. 9 or 11? 11?
It's 11 because yes,
Yep,
that does
rage.
add in my rage.
Okay, nice. Okay. Anything else? I don't imagine there's anything else. Since
I
your
think
time is
that's all my
done.
action. Yep.
Yeah, the creature lets out a little bit of roar. And at the end of your turn, can you make me another Constitution saving throw, please? You break free. You are no longer restrained. Okay. And I'm just gonna wait. Odinus,
That's it.
anything else
Yep.
you want to do?
I can't do anything else. All my action economy's gone.
Okay. Leolin, coming up from the rear. You hear roars coming up ahead. What do you do?
I pull out my longbow and arm it with an arrow, and quickly move forward until I see the first target, which I see right over there from here, and I take aim and I shoot. I take a shot. Take my shot.
Okay. Yep, hits.
All right, and I'm gonna action surge and take another shot.
Nice.
It's a hit as well.
Sure is.
Oh, hang on. I'm pressing the damage button, but it's not responding. I'm gonna roll a d8.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, so it's 3 plus, I think plus 4 for my damage, so that's 7 damage.
7. Okay, so 2 arrows quickly rock into the creature. That's a little roar. It's not happy. Okay.
And then, yeah. And then I close my eyes.
Okay. So in the future, all your attacks, unless you do something different, will be at disadvantage. Helios, the creature comes around the corner, meets you with its petrifying gaze. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah, bollocks.
Oh, sorry about that one second.
Okay, you manage to.
Yeah.
You see its petrifying gaze trying and lock you up, but you're stronger than that, Helios. You're a massive creature. Okay, you're fine. What do you do?
I'll step forward and block it completely with my giant shield now, and step past that with my trident.
Okay, cool. 20 hits, roll damage.
10.
Okay, 10 points of damage as you hack down onto the creature. Nice.
And I'll make sure to keep blocking its gaze with my shield.
Okay, so kind of hiding behind the shield. Okay, cool. So I'll have you not directing the gaze, but once again, you're going to be at disadvantage
Oh, and
if that happens. Yep.
the 1d4 damage.
Oh, yeah, cool.
1.
So, another, so 11 points of damage. Okay, this one's serious chunks of rocks coming out at it. It's not happy. Being at this fatigued. A second creature comes stumbling around the corner, and it goes to bite you, Helios. And it rolls an 11, which I imagine you deflect easily enough.
Yeah.
Okay, Redmore. make me a Constitution saving throw. Okay, and make me another one.
All right, roll the 20 and then rolling another one. I rolled a 15.
Okay, both of those rolled good enough. So you see them trying to lock you in their gaze, but you managed to avert your eyes at the last second. Feel free to act.
All right. So, is it possible to get past Odinaz to the right to get to that basilisk?
I'll say this square here is free.
This one up here?
Yep.
Okay. I will move. So, 25 feet to this one.
Okay.
I will then, as an action to both of them, let me see here. Apologies for I have my plan. I just need to make sure I. Okay, so I will use my Channel Divinity. And as I do so,
I let forth this low growl and begin to channel my dragon fear. And an image, as I let out this massive roar, there is an image of a red dragon which materializes around me, translucently almost. And I let out this massive burst, like a shockwave, over the creatures nearby, and I do my Conqueror's Presence. So they have to. Let me see. Creatures within 30 feet each have to make a Wisdom saving throw with a DC 14.
They both fail, so what happens?
Okay, so they are frightened of me for a minute. So they cannot advance towards me, and so long as I am within their vision, they have disadvantage on attack rolls. They can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns.
Okay.
So that's my action. As a bonus action, I am going to bring my shield close to my chest, and from underneath, you all see like this glowing prismatic shift of lights. Actually, you wouldn't see it very much anymore because of the breastplate, but you do see like a little bit of a glow emanating. As above my head, spear, immaterial spear takes form above me. The sphere is like solid metal, but it's shaped to be like in the appearance of a tail of a dragon. And when it comes to the tip of the spear, it's actually like a dragon in flight, wings spread, and the head of the dragon sharpened as the spear tip. And I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action. I should have that. Where are you?
Okay, so there's your spear. You should be able to move that around.
Hold on. Maybe I did this wrong. Maybe I don't have the right level. I thought it was this level. Give me a second, sorry. Technical difficulties.
You should have it. Second level
Conquest.
spell.
Third level. No, sorry. We're fifth level. We're only fourth level, right?
Yeah, on the 4th level.
Oh, sorry. My apologies. Then that was incorrect. As a bonus action, I am going to. I got nothing. So that was my turn.
Okay, so no magical spears appears. Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. And I think I heard you're hiding behind your shield to avert your eyes. Is that correct?
Yes. I'm not sure if that's something I have to do at the start of the turn or at the end of the turn, actually.
Well, it's done now, so no saves
Okay.
need to be made at the moment, but all your attacks are going to be at disadvantage.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, from the north, you hear something approaching from the north as well. There apparently something else coming on the way. Okay, the creature that is frightened will be at disadvantage for that, but Helios is also covering his eyes, so this is going to be a straight roll at advantage. So goes to bite. Ooh, rolls a natural one. That's no good. And you hear more creatures coming from the north.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay, so more basilisks seemingly on their way. Odenaz, make me 2 Constitution saving throws. Yeah, and another one. Yeah, you feel yourself seizing up again. You continue to be restrained.
All right.
You're back in that situation again.
And I'm going to swing recklessly again.
Okay, just going to be a straight roll. It's, well, no, actually, is it a straight roll? There's no
It's
reason
like
not
about
to.
it's gonna miss.
No, well, no, it's not a straight roll. No, roll at advantage. Carry on, as you were.
Oh,
You haven't closed your eyes yet. So,
well, I mean, I'm restrained though.
oh, you're restrained. Oh, yes, you are right. Okay, that is a...
Didn't you pass your Constitution save at the end of your last turn?
Yeah, but I still have my eyes open.
Okay.
Oh, you
Odenas
just
is
failed.
not. No, Odenas is not gonna be quick to figure this out, y'all. He's not the brightest bulb in the bunch.
Does he do that now?
After seeing like the other ones do it, he will go ahead and close his eyes for the next time.
Perfect. Okay, but as you close your eyes, you just swing weakly and wildly. It misses. Kyra sings, oh my goodness! Helios, continue to be awesome! I'm going to sing the Song of Heroism because you guys are the heroes. And what that means, Helios, is anytime you roll something, you can re-roll it for this round. And that includes damage rolls. So if your damage die was terrible, feel free to roll that again. So once for the next round, you can re-roll or something.
Do I need to re-roll again at the end of my turn for the con save to see if I break it? I guess.
No, at the end of your next turn.
In your next turn, okay.
Okay. So Kara is singing, giving you guys the help she needs. She's kind of got her back to you as she's singing and reverting around, but having the same effect. Okay, Leland.
I open my eyes to look for a target, and I still see this fellow over here. So I'm gonna take a shot again, take a good aim, and shoot. And it's 15.
Well, if you open your eyes, you're going to meet the basilisk's gaze, like straight away. Do you still want to open your eyes, meet its gaze?
Yeah, I think I'll. Well, I'm hoping maybe it won't be looking at me because it's fighting some people. So he's going to take the risk that it's not looking at him and open his eyes.
Ooh, I just did the So it's a 30-foot range. You're right on the edge of it there, Leland. So I'll tell you what. Let's make it a 50-50 chance. Roll a d6, 1 to 3, you're going to have to make the save. Okay, so make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Okay, so you're fine, regardless. Okay, so you open your eyes. Fail to meet its gaze effect doesn't apply, so you're good. So the 15 nonetheless will hit.
Ah, excellent. Oh, good. 10 damage. There we go.
Nice. Beautiful.
Then I close my eyes and end my turn.
For taking the risk, opening your eyes, beautiful. Helios, hiding behind your shield, feeling really big. What do you do?
Looking to the side of my shield, I can still see Odenaz and Dreadmaw, and I'll grasp towards a crystal around my neck and cast Bless on the 3 of us.
Ooh.
It's yourself, Dreadmaw, and Odenos.
Yep.
Let's move your side for a sec. Oh, look at all these markers on Odenos.
Jesus.
They have another one. Okay, so you cast Bless? Are you concentrating on that, of course?
See. Don't think I can do anything else, really. Nothing I want to do. No, that's it.
Okay, nice though. Okay. The Basilisk, who is frightened of Redmaw, will not attack Redmaw, will attack Odinos. It will do so straight roll, because it's frightened, but Helios has got his eyes closed, goes to bite you. Oh, rolls a natural 20. So, that is 8 points of piercing and 12 points of poison. So 20 altogether.
Alright, is that reduced the piercing?
Oh, wait. Oh, no, that was a straight roll. Yep. So, what was the question?
Does that already counting the reduce for my rage for the piercing? 8 and then 14.
This was on Helios.
Oh, it was on Helios.
Oh, it wasn't me. Oh.
So 20 net damage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was on Helios. It was too afraid of you. But at the end of its turn, it makes a wisdom saving throw. What was the DC for your roar?
14.
14. So
Con
this one is
save.
no longer afraid with a 16.
Bless this up.
Yes. Oh, Bless is up. Thank you for remembering to do that. Yes. Bless is still up. Good. Okay, so the basilisk gets a big chomp out of it. Redmaw, you see your new companion just get munted by a basilisk. What do you do?
It's my turn again. Let me see. Do I technically see the basilisk that's north of us?
You do, but you're kind of looking, just around your shield, just taking a peek. So it'll be at disadvantage, but you do know where it is.
Okay, that's fine. I am going to use my breath weapon. I am going to take a deep breath, but instead of fire, I let out this unearthly draconic roar. I deep breathe in and just emit it, and it's like a dragon, an actual full-grown dragon, is bellowing within the cave. All creatures that can see or hear me, so possibly also the one to the very far north, must now make a wisdom saving throw, same like as my conquering presence, or be scared of me again.
Okay, so go north to south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they all fail. So they're all afraid of you again.
Okay, and I'm
11
going...
doesn't make it, right? 11's a failure because it was the
No.
highest roll.
14 is the DC. So yeah, I use my breath weapon, and keeping my eyes closed, and my shield is still up. I am going to just hunker down and let everybody else keep fighting.
All right. Fourth of Basilisk. Oh, I can't get closer towards you. Oh, that's another roar and disappointment. It's not happy. But I'll make another wisdom saving throw, and it's still locked there in place. Like it scutters around the corner. Okay, very smart. Okay, this basilisk though will be close enough to attack Helios. Oh, I don't know, you're kind of hiding under there. Okay, well, we'll just move Odinos into this square. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. And you're petrified, you're restrained. Yep, it's going to attack you, Odinos. Tries to bite you. A lot of things are going to cancel out for a straight roll, and it rolls an 11, so it just bashes off you. No damage done. And let's make a wisdom saving throw. It's still scared. This basilisk is going to take a step back in fear. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw. And it is still afraid. Okay. Nice crowd control, Redmaw. Very cool. Odinos,
That's what I'm here for.
All right. Keeping my eyes closed, I kind of feel them snapping at me, and I'm just going to try to guess the mate with a reckless to try to see if I can't hit him.
Okay, so this will be a straight roll.
Don't forget your bless.
And bliss. Should I try it? You know what? I'm going to activate my feat of Great Weapon Master and take the -5 penalty.
Nice. Let's see if it pays off.
And we'll see if it pays off as big money, no whammies.
So that's -5.
So that's 11, but I also get bless.
Uh-huh.
14.
14.
Doesn't quite.
Ah.
Swing away. I'll give you a spoiler. It's 15 is your armor class, so you need it.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I re-roll? Isn't the Song of... That's right. Yeah, I will re-roll that. Nope, that's not going to work either.
Yep. Well, that's an 8, all things considered. Okay. Oh, good. So it's just swinging wildly. Odinite, you feel your body continue to seize up. Make me another Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
Break free of the restraints. Your body stops seizing up, and you are no longer mechanically restrained. Okay, good news. Kyra continues to sing the song of heroism. Will she? No, she won't. Helios, that was a really nasty bite that you took. You can't go down. And so she's going to sing the song of rejuvenation, which means if you go to 0 hit points, Helios, you might bounce back with 1, depending on stuff. So you might. So see how this pans out. Leolin, averting your eyes presently.
Yeah, he's going to open his eyes, looking down at the ground. And is it possible to just, let's say, look at the feet or the lower body of the basilisk? So to try and aim with his bow and avoid its gaze in that
Of course,
way.
that would be a disadvantage, though. You can't have it both ways, unfortunately.
No. Yeah, no, that's true. I'm going to take the risk then that it might see me. So would that be the same then before we roll a d6?
Sure.
Okay.
High is 1 to 3. Okay.
Oh
That's,
dear. Okay. Save.
It's a con save. Okay, you're fine.
I'm good. We're good. Okay, now take the shot.
That hits. Which one?
Another 10 damage. This one. This is this guy again down here.
Yeah, the arrow goes straight and true, pierces it through one eye, out the other, and it collapses into a motionless creature on the ground. Well done.
Excellent. And I close my eyes again.
Okay, perfect.
Reload.
Helios taking a massive hit. What do you do?
So yeah, it's just gonna be normal attack again. Yeah.
Going to be a disadvantage with your eyes closed.
12.
You do have bless.
Right.
Need a 3 or a 4 on bless. Here we go. Bless comes through.
Oh,
Bless guides you.
9 plus a
Which one are you
d4.
taking? I guess there's only one attack.
10 damage.
10 damage, right? With the enlarge. Perfect. Okay. You stay the course.
Can I move past Odonos and the Basilisk?
Yeah. So you can squeeze through. Yep.
Oh yeah. I'll move into here, holding my shield towards all the other Basilisks so I can't see them.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And the Basilisk is still afraid of Redmaw, wants nothing to do with the Redmaw. Still frightened, so this is going to be a straight roll. Goes to bite Helios. Oomph, and rolls 12, so that's going to be a miss. Okay. So happy about that. Let's add a roar of defiance. Redmore, you're up.
All right. So, still two in front of me. I am going to shift around. I'm going to open my eyes because I need to do that to be able to see. I'm going to walk up to just make sure that things stay frightened of me. I'm going to walk up to Helios, place a hand on him, and he says,
No matter what land you are from, the heart of the dragon can beat in us all.
and I'm going to cast Heroism on Helios.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
So,
that's not a constitution, concentration, is it? Just
it is a concentration on me.
Okay.
So it is immune to being frightened, and it gains temporary hit points equal to my spell casting modifier. So he gets +4 temporary hit points. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you opened your eyes to do that?
Because I need to see him. I need to touch him, but I need to know where he is to get to him, right?
Tell you what, make me an acrobatics check to see if you can find him without opening your eyes, reaching around. So make me an acrobatics check. We'll say you DC 10. Oh, there we go. You
19.
beautifully do it. So you keep your eyes closed and reach out, recognize it as Helios, touch him, heroism goes off. You're fine. No need to make a save.
Awesome.
Okay, that sounds like your turn. This creature up here continues to cower in the presence of Redmore. It's going to make another wisdom saving throw. Or was it 13? I think that's still a failure. Redmore?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it continues to cower up there. This Buddy. Going to roll an adjusted, a dirty 0. Odonos.
Alright, Odonos is just going to kind of shuffle his way around this way. To here.
Let's go one more further north to avoid ending at Helios. There we go. But you can go through Helios' square easy enough.
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll open his eyes and look directly, I guess, at this one. Or at least take the chance that it's not necessarily looking at me, I guess.
Two con saves, please. That's fine. That is not, but you have Bless.
Oh, that's right.
You need a 2. Don't roll a 1. There we go. So you open your eyes and you avoid the petrifying gaze. So you're good.
All right. And now I'm going to swing Reckless.
Okay, you can do so at advantage.
And I'm also going to go ahead and apply my -5 penalty.
Okay, so we have Reckless and Great Weapon.
Great weapon. Yep.
So that's a 19, even without the Bless. Your Great Weapon Master will hit.
So that is 24 points of damage.
Oh, smack! Nice. Okay.
And I will close my eyes again.
Okay, cool. Kara kind of does a moonwalk type of thing and shuffles backwards, keeping her eyes closed. And she is still worried about Helios, so she'll continue on with her Song of Rejuvenation. Now, Leolin.
He's gonna open his eyes and move forward a bit until he spots the next basilisk. He's gonna try and avert his gaze, which succeeds, and then he's gonna take a shot.
Okay.
Hang on, the dice is rolling 14.
Now, let me check something. Could you take a step forward? Let's see. Might not be a... So you're right in the range there, unfortunately. Taking a step forward. So I'm going to have to ask you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Okay,
We're
you're fine.
good.
Okay, you're fine. But the arrow goes wide anyway.
All right, that's my turn. I close my eyes again.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. Helios. Jumbo size. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go continue stabbing at this one.
All right.
So there. Plus a d4.
You're gonna need a 4.
14.
Fortunately, it's swinging and this creature just roars back at you and is ready to attack you. He's staying put.
Yep.
Okay, the creature's going to attack you again. It's frightened. You're blinded, so this is going to be a straight roll. Oh, it's a 20. Ugh.
Miss.
Oh, yeah, you're 21, aren't you? Oh, yeah. Otherwise, it would have been 17 points of damage. So, yeah, almost gets through your armor, but you just get it aside just at the last moment. Redmore, you're up.
Okay. They're both in front of me, but so is Odinaz, so I can't risk doing what I want to do. Instead, I will just open my eyes, point at the creature in front of me, and I will command it to cower.
Okay, first of all, can you make me 2 con saves as you open your eye?
Yes. 18 and 6.
Nope. I'll tell you, Bless won't get you there.
Mm-hmm.
La 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 la. Oh no, Kara wasn't singing that. She was singing the song of rejuvenation.
Yep.
Okay, you feel Redmore, your body starts seizing up.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanically restrained at the start of your turn. And sorry, what were you doing? Oh, casting this one to cower.
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw rolls an 8. So
That fails.
On its turn, it will do that.
Awesome.
Okay. The yellow dots, I remember. So it looks like it's about to cower. Hasn't happened yet. Unless you've got a bonus action, Redmore, you're kind of stuck there.
That was my spell. I don't believe I have any other bonus actions. Oh no, compelled. Yeah, no, we're done. We're done. We're good.
Okay. The one up the north still continues to cower in fear. This one less further to the north. It was a 2. Okay, that's excellent use of the fear spell. Odinaz. Currently averting your eyes.
Currently averting my eyes. But now he's got to open his eyes because he's Odinaz.
Okay, cool. 2 con saves, please. Fails. Bless might help you though.
Nope.
Bless does not help you. You
All
need
right.
to make the second one. You get yet another tag on your character. To restraint.
All right. And I'm going to attack Reckless again
Okay.
with a -5. We'll
Both
straight
have
roll this.
advantage and a bless. And that hits. Roll again because you might roll a natural 20.
It's just a straight roll because I'm restrained.
Oh, true. Okay, but yeah, that hits. 15 just hits, in fact. But you had the bless. So
16 to 18.
Oh, 18 is just enough as you crush another one. So the little roar that goes down, it is gone.
I would be able to normally use a bonus action, but since I'm restrained, I'm frozen in place. But I will close my eyes again.
Okay, cool. Okay, Kaya continues to do the backward shuffle. She will... Helios, you've got this, right? You're not going to die on me, are you?
Of course not.
Alright, go and be the hero then! So she changes it to the Song of Heroism. all got her hands over her face. She doesn't want anything to do with these creatures. And Leolin, I don't think you have eyes.
He opens his eyes and moves forward. Hang on, this is going to be okay. We'll go here. That'll should be in range, so he's going to make a saving throw.
Yep, just in range. The con save. You have the Song of Heroism in effect in case you fail.
Okay.
So roll
Oh
that.
dear, I don't think that's going to help me.
If you want to use Song of Heroism, you don't have to.
Is that a reroll?
Yes, a reroll. Yep.
Oh yeah, well that definitely I'm gonna reroll that. Well, that hasn't improved the situation that much. Can I reroll? Can I reroll a third time with inspiration, or is that not possible?
With DM Inspiration? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Burn all the
All right.
resources.
There we go. It's a positive
Okay.
result at least. And
Helios,
yeah.
have a point of DM Inspiration as you start the campaign. So, reroll stuff as well.
Yeah.
Well, the other one's gonna take the shot, which is
Okay.
pretty. It's a good shot. 12 maximum damage as well. There we go.
Whoosh, thumps into this frightened creature. Okay, nice.
And I close my eyes and then my turn.
Okay, Helios.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Why not?
Con save.
Well, yeah. Can't save. 8.
You bless
Try
and might
D4
help you.
first. Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Reroll.
La, 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 la. Song
No,
of
no,
Heroism. Okay, you're good.
We'll rush around Odonos and get in its face.
Okay.
Not sure if it might run away. I'll grasp towards the crystal once again and cast Booming Blade
Nice.
as the trident comes alight a little bit. Attack with that.
That
Yep.
hits. Yep.
Or
You take
8
damage.
plus
Gonna
a
do your
D4.
booming blade damage. Oh yeah. 11.
Booming Blade damage is only when it moves. Until I'm level 5, it won't do on-hit damage.
Hey, do you want to roll it now and I'll just take note of it?
Sure. Yes, I believe. The 6.
So 6. So 6 if it takes a step. Okay. Very cool. So your booming blade goes back into it. I'm assuming that's your turn, Helios. Redmore, you're unable to move. What do you do?
If I am unable to move, and there's not really much I can do here. Divine Sense, my own hands. Almost out of spells, so I want to save it. I'll hold an action to attack something that comes within my range,
Okay.
and in my turn.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Basilisk to the north. Still fails. Okay. The Basilisk next to Helios. Just roll it now while I remember. Still fails, so still afraid. I can't. Sort of take Odonos because I can't do that. So it's frightened. So this is going to be a straight roll against Helios as it goes to bite you. 23.
I'm not looking away.
You're not looking away?
No. So, Con save?
So, what,
Disadvantage.
You were looking away. It's frightened, it's disadvantage. That's turned its 23 into a 14. So that misses. So, lucky you opened your eyes, I guess. Okay. Otherwise, that would have been 16 points of damage, which I believe would have taken you
Hell.
down.
I would have absorbed elements to poison.
Oh, okay. Odonos. Unable to move. What do you do?
I'm going to open my eyes.
Con save. 12's enough. You're fine.
All right, and I still can't move, but I will at least try to check a javelin.
Okay, cool. So straight rolls with your eyes open.
All right, so here comes javelin throw. Pew.
Misses, but you have bless. And that's enough.
And for 8 piercing.
8 piercing, nice. Okay, whoops. Is that right?
And I will shut my eyes again.
Okay, at the end of your turn, can you make me one more con save, please? Okay, you shake off the petrification effect that was on you, so that's no longer coming. Kyra is going to ask Odinos this time to roll a D100.
D100 fire.
She opens her eyes momentarily, and she says, Odinos, look out! There's a statue behind you that's going to attack you! And this statue here just vanishes. I got you, Odinos! Don't worry! That creature won't attack you! And it's Leolon's turn.
All right, Leon opens his eyes to attack. Oh, shucks. All right, so that's what he's going to shoot with disadvantage. Let's see.
Yep,
How does he...
restrained, yep. Disadvantage.
So we'll just do 2 attack rolls. Oh,
24 hits. That's
All
an
right.
extra 20 though.
yeah. 9 damage.
Leyland, from a distance, you take out another one, and as it crumbles, it's out a bit of a dip. Falls to the ground.
All right. That's my turn.
Okay.
I'll close my eyes.
Okay, cool. Helio, still eyes open.
Yep, keeping them open. Should be able to, easily can reach all the way over there. But at this point, I probably have to make the con save.
No, it's when you start your turn within range and you're out of range.
Okay,
You're
never
fine.
mind then. I'll rush all the way up and go straight for it.
Okay.
I'll go around it a little bit,
Sure.
just to give the others room. So I'll make it a booming blade again, just in case it tries to run.
Okay. 17 hits.
Should roll this one.
Yeah.
8 plus 1d4.
And
11
you're not
damage.
gonna move, but what's the booming blade in? Oh, 7.
7. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take note of that, and if it moves, it's going to go boom. But your blade goes boom.
It's a little bit messy to use this stuff.
What's that, sorry?
Well, 20 is a bit beyond 20 is a bit messy to use this stuff, but it's fine.
Okay, Redmore, you are up. You are still restrained, though.
Is there any way for me to fight off against that? Because if not, I will have to do the same thing and just hold my action until something gets within range of me and attack it.
Which happens at the end of your turn.
Okay, well then I will do that again.
Okay, make me another con save. I'm not seeing the same records.
13.
13's enough. So you shake it off at the end of your turn. You guys keep on getting restrained but not petrified. If you'd failed that, Redmore, you'd be a statue. So you guys are walking the line.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're a tough group,
Okay.
though.
Okay, Helios is going to attack you at disadvantage. trying to make it bite. A disadvantage it rolls an 8. So that's going to miss. But it's no longer afraid. Can just see music. But regardless, the basilisk shakes off its fear from the dragon roar. And this creature will not get a turn because it's dead. Odonos.
Alright. I will open my eyes to look around to see if anything. First, I'm going to look at to see exactly where Kyra said there was a statue or something getting ready to hit me. I'll notice there's nothing around me now.
Yep.
But I will go eye that one basilisk that's over to the far north over there, and then begin charging at it.
You need to make
So
a
1,
con
2,
save though.
3. Am I still? I thought it started. If it starts at the start of the turn.
Yeah, the start of the turn, you're within 30 feet of that creature.
Was I? Oh yeah, I guess I was.
Yeah, we'll make a con save. We'll see how it works out.
Con save. Whee.
Oh, okay, you're fine. As you were.
All right, and now I'm going to run up there and charge him.
Yep.
we'll
As
do
we're
about-
exactly 30 feet away, you can get right up next to him. There we go. Perfect.
And I will attack Reckless,
Yes.
as I will apply my -5 penalty.
Okay.
So here comes 2 rolls.
So 25 hits. Well, 20, I guess, hits. Yep.
And that is 18 points of damage.
18 with the rage. Perfect. Okay, the creature is cracking at the seams. Not looking good. You guys are doing well.
And then I
Kara
will
Mhm.
close my eyes again.
Okay, Kara continues doing the backward shuffle, not looking where she's going. She is going to sing the song of heroism. You guys have got this. You guys are the champions of the world. Leolon.
I'll make my second save.
At the end of your turn. Oh, I guess you're not doing.
Oh, at the end of my turn. Yeah, because I'm restrained. I can't see anything. So, good. All right. I successfully shake off the effect, and that's my turn.
Okay. Helios, jumbo-sized Helios.
I'm gonna go for something else. I'm gonna try to pin down its head with my shield and body. Cover its gaze from everyone.
Interesting.
Grapple, basically. I
Okay, so
imagine.
let's do a graph. Yep. So I'll tell you what it rolls. It rolls a 10. So you need
And
11
with
feet.
enlarge,
Oh,
I believe I get
enlarge,
advantage,
yes.
don't I? Yeah.
You do.
So, 24.
24. So I'm gonna say you're putting yourself in the way of it so that its gaze effect won't work. Do you do this blinded?
Well, I imagine I'm covering its face with my shield and basically pinning that down with my body.
Sure. Okay, so you're pinning it down, preventing it from using its gaze on anybody else. Okay, like it. Read more.
All right, so I am able to do stuff now.
Yeah. In fact, you see Helios covering the creature's eyes, so you're not afraid of being petrified.
I don't know that because I can't see him, but I will still charge forward because that is what my character would want to do. I'll move 15 feet first. From this point, I can see Odinaz and the creature. Oh, and Helios. Okay. And then I'll just move another 15 feet and keep getting closer. And I will then, I guess, use my action to dash.
Okay.
And just get right up next to Odinaz and just be shouting, "I'm with you," and then end my turn.
Okay, nice turn. Okay, the basilisk does not like being pinned at all, and it's going to try and bite Helios. This will
Yeah.
just be a straight roll.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls a 17, so, and the armor prevents it. Okay, not looking good for this creature now. Odenos, that was his one shot. You are
Muted.
muted, Odenos, if you're talking to us.
Odenos will open his eyes once again,
Okay, no
real-
save
real-
required.
realizing that he is got his gaze averted where he can't see. So he will attack recklessly once again. -5 penalty.
Okay. That's a 15, 16 hits. Less in your back pocket as well.
That's 22.
Oh, almost.
22.
Yeah, still up. Just.
All right. I will kind of dance around a little bit, try to get anybody else to wants to get a shot in, to kind of give him a clearer shot.
So shuffling, Helio steps aside. And
I
shuffling
will not close my eyes this time.
Okay, cool. Kyra. Redmore, roll me D100.
All right. D100. 43.
God damn it, I hate these things. They're just horrible, horrible things. Okay, Redmore, duck! Does Redmore duck?
Sure. If I can use my reaction to duck, I will.
A lightning bolt shoots across and just lights up this creature, and it turns into chars and falls to the
Yep.
ground. Kara says, "Yeah, that's how we do it round here." And with that, all bad guys are dead.
All right, nice.
Oh, that did significantly well. Were those creatures on our list?
Yeah, I believe.
Quite possibly.
Are they rock
Yes.
creatures?
They're quite rocky
They
indeed.
like turning things into rock.
Yeah, exactly what it is. I think that's pretty much, yeah. And they're waterborne. They'll be swimming up the river, down the river, so that makes sense. So these are the rock creatures then. Can we explore the caves? See if there's anything of interest around here.
Agreed.
Look around.
All
I
right.
assume the enlarge is gonna wear out soon.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Make you size
What do we have over here?
Same goes for the bless. It'll drop.
Is this a nest, a basilisk nest?
there. Yeah, it looks like it's got a bunch of eggs in there.
Okay. With that, I suppose that would be of some value. Leyland's inclined to, he suggests to the group, I'm sure we could find a good price for these in the market, or they have some sort of interesting magical properties. What say we take these with us?
Not a bad idea.
You picked one up, Leyland?
Well, before he disturbs, he wants to see what Odenas and Redmaw feel about this.
Odenaz. Sorry, Odenaz. Odenaz, do you smell anything odd? Anything unusual? Now that we have dealt with these creatures.
Oh no, takes a big old deep whiff.
Cool. Make a perception check. Give a quick sniff around the cave and sniff the eggs, and nothing unusual that you notice.
I believe that everything has been taken care of, at least from this encounter, except those eggs. They look quite delicious.
a good omelet maybe as well. Yeah. Okay, well then we'll gingerly put up some gloves, but then he'll pick up the eggs and put them in a sack or a bag as with him.
As you pick up the first egg, they're surprisingly soft. Much like a normal chicken egg that's been soft boiled and its shell's taken off. It's got that type of consistency. And you feel
Okay.
like if you just shove it in your backpack, it's going to break.
Okay, well then he's gonna put it back. Shall we just? I think if we move them, they're going to break. Would it be an idea to destroy them
Oh, that's easy
to
enough.
prevent? Because they seem to be doing a lot of damage. Looking at the number of statues that are around here.
Were there any humanoid statues that we noticed?
Yeah, numerous.
Plenty. Looking around.
Is a
Yeah.
tiefling just to the north of you as well?
So Leland's going to pull out his rapier and he's going to just slice up the eggs and destroy them.
Okay, easy enough to do. Well, that's taken
Alright.
care of the rock monsters. Now, what's the plan? Are we going to go hunting something else, or
Yes,
descent
anything.
towards-
We still have time. We have the day and a half. We should continue with our plan. Seek out any other creatures in the area. Carve through them until we are confident there is nothing nearby that Sidon could easily scrounge up.
Before anything, a short rest to patch up my wounds would suffice.
Yeah,
Agreed.
taking a short rest. Yeah. Would it be possible to just do a perception or an investigation just to see if there's any other like items or bits and bobs of interest in the cave?
No, there is not.
All right. Clear.
Feel free to take your short rest, though. It's cool.
Mhm.
And while you're taking a short rest, I'm going to take a short rest. So let's take a 5-minute rest, guys. And
Sounds good.
I'll see you guys shortly.
Okay.
So with the basilisks defeated, excuse me, the short rest taken, what would you like to do?
I suppose we return to the city limits and search for the next set of creatures that surround the city. That was a rock creature. We need harpies and we need crocodiles, if I recall correctly.
That is
Crocodiles may
indeed
be
it.
found a little bit further north, perhaps.
Along the river, indeed.
Okay, so you're travelling north looking for crocodiles. And I think Odinoz was taking the lead on this. So Odinoz, give me another survival check.
Oh,
So it takes you about half a day traveling upstream, and you don't. Oh, it's a natural 20. Okay, let me adjust my thinking a little bit because natural 20s are great. You do see, actually, tell you what, you see an antelope walking along the river, and a giant crocodile just comes out and envelops it in one single massive bite, and then it disappears back into the river. So you know there's a creature in the river.
Would I know if there would be a certain nest that they would go to? Do they leave a nest? I don't know.
Make a nature check. 16. I'll say you know that crocodiles don't have a nest. They tend to hang out under the water.
If we're going to find any crocodiles, we'll probably have to go a little bit crocodile fishing. Could be very difficult.
suppose we'll need to bait them out the waters.
Does anyone have any meat, or should we hunt for something to draw them out? Anyone, or should we? Were they terrible ideas?
No. I don't think we'd have enough on us, so I think we might have to hunt for some game.
Yeah, drawing them out. It's a good plan. Let's see. Well, go and shoot some elk or some deer. Oh, hang on, we have basilisk. The basilisk meat. Do you think they would go for that? Plenty of.
They might.
Could cut up some basilisk meat and use it as bait.
Think we can keep them whole, actually.
I mean, this,
Yeah,
this
but then we have
was
to.
a giant crocodile, like the size of a horse. So not a crocodile.
Okay.
And our waters is a massive creature that you saw.
All right.
So yeah, we'll need the whole thing.
Yeah. Would that be feasible?
Yeah.
Getting the. We'd probably get Odinose to drag it over.
Sure. And,
Okay. Well,
Quite skilled at hunting and at least getting small game together. That is actually part of my background.
okay. Yeah.
I'll put.
All right,
Let
so
me post it in there, but this is technically my background in this case.
so what do you think about dragging the one of the dead basilisks over and using him as bait for the crocodile?
It's not my meat. I think that's a fine plan.
Odenos, you're the hunter. You agree?
Definitely.
Okay. So
Alright.
you drag the corpse of one of the basilisks. You have a basilisk corpse.
Well, Odenos, I suppose it's up to you to place it and set a trap or something like that for it to draw it out.
I guess yeah. Well, we need to set this up as a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good spot for us to ambush it, I guess.
I'd imagine we need to make sure that it is at least far enough away so we can keep it on land. If it gets into the water, it could spell a much more difficult battle.
Perhaps attach a rope, and as soon as the launch is out of the waters, we pull it back.
Yeah, maybe we could draw it out with the rope. So as it comes out, we pull it back so it crawls onto land or something.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, here what we'll do. Let's visualize this. Let's first of all going to grab me a basilisk. There's the dead one. Okay, so you have, this is how I've randomly set it up. So you know the crocodiles are somewhere in this river, and you have a basilisk corpse. Feel free to reposition yourself as you think is appropriate, and you can start visualizing it a bit better now.
Well,
All right, Odinaz, you handle some of the trap setting. I will move to a nearby set of brush close to the water's edge and try to take up a position that'll allow me to jump out and attack anything that attempts to come up and drag us or the trap into the water.
Okay.
Helios will flank that idea and go to the other side. Imagine having the basilisk corpse over there.
Okay. Now what you notice Redmore and Helios, as you get closer, you see the snout of a giant crocodile just pierce the surface right there. It looks like it's trying to hide from you, but it's failing to do so. It doesn't react to your presence, but it kind of like spins around as if it's waiting for one of you guys to get close so it can snap you and drag you into the water.
So is it clear that it's noticed us?
Its snout is pointing in the direction of Redmore. It's trying to stay still, but it's not doing a very good job.
Mm-hmm.
I assume your passive perceptions are greater than 7, so...
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
so you all notice that. They did a terrible roll on its stuff.
Well, how about maybe let's see, Odenos. If you throw the basilisk over here, and then and after you tie, and then before you tie a rope to its tail, and then Odenos, you can pull it up as the creature maybe hopefully goes for the bait, so we can bring it on land over here somewhere.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe put a little blood in the water. Get it.
Yeah, just chuck it like here somewhere, and then drag it up.
can't literally throw the basilisk.
Aldenos can't he? It's,
I'll tell
If
you,
anybody
let's give him a
can.
chance.
Yeah.
Let's give me a chance. Make me an athletics check, Odenos.
I
23,
there we go.
fantastic, but not good enough.
Oh,
You know, like you're trying to throw a person, maybe even heavier than a person, about 30 feet. That is not easy.
or just move it here and then quickly back off with the rope to here or something, and then pull it out or something. I don't know, something like that.
Is that what you do, Odenos?
Yes.
Okay, so how are you doing this exactly? You're just muscling it over there, or is there subtlety involved?
I'm going to try to, if I can. I mean, it's still probably somewhat of a struggle to try to move it, but I want to try to move it like I'm not necessarily struggling with it. I'm just trying to get it to where it looks like it's trying to move, like it's like a, you know, how it would just kind of like move like it's trying to go to water.
Okay. Make me a performance check. See if you can mimic this basilisk.
Red Mob will call out because he's assuming Crocodile don't understand Common.
I see one in the water. Probably more. Keep an eye out on your right, but be prepared for any angle.
You do a terrible impression of a dead, walking a dead basilisk. So I don't know, as you would be there, as that is, I mean, you could, next to the water would be be there, it'd be kind of half in, half out of the water.
Okay.
Could you push it further?
Yeah. I mean, does it have the rope attached to it?
We can say the rope was attached beforehand, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Retreat back up.
Yep, just a little bit.
We got 50 feet. If need be.
I'll be right here. Kind of. Is this like a little bit of a tree? I guess maybe a little brush.
Sure. Figure out there's a rope attached to it. And what do? You guys just waiting and hoping?
Red Mob will have his action ready. He's going to hold his last spell. If a crocodile attacks anyone or the trap, he's going to use the spell command. He's going to command it to grovel if it comes out of the water.
Okay, cool. So what's Redmore's doing? Helios, how are you preparing?
I'll hold an attack for a javelin right before I jump out and attack with my trident.
Okay, and Leolin?
I'm gonna ready my longbow, but I'm going to wait until it's over here before I shoot at it.
Okay. And Odenos, what are you doing?
I'm going to be kind of like as a fisherman. As soon as I feel the tug, if he bites it or tries to get it, I'm going to rage and try to pull him in.
Okay. Okay, let me think about this. Get the stats there.
Need any stealth from us, maybe?
How smart is this crocodile?
Well, if you wish to be hiding from the crocodile, yes.
Well, we're ambushing it, so we ought to be hiding a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, make me some stealth rolls. 22, 23.
Advantage. 3.
3.
Isn't-
Okay. And let's do Kyra. Oops, that's not Kyra. Kyra. She rolled a
She is the knight of the
Jesus.
vegetation.
Just gonna stumble over there. Not stumble, stealthily go over there.
Like a cat.
So,
Ironically.
Non-existent cat.
So it was
Yeah.
Helios here. Kind of stumble on a tree and there's a loud crack of the branch. So it does know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
To roll something for this croc. Let's do one of those. Okay. Crocodiles, just out of interest, this giant crocodile's intelligence 2. So it's not that smart. So I'm going to say it is going to take the opportunity for the free meal. Comes splashing out of the water and grabs it. Okay. Let's roll initiative, and the initiative order will be the order in which your prepared action goes off as well.
Oh, 15, pretty high for me.
Oh boy. Well, there goes the bait.
Okay. Okay. Kyra says, what's Kyra do? She is gonna sing the song of heroism. You guys got this. As a crocodile turns to look at her. Leolin.
I am waiting until the crocodile gets to this point. Gonna hold my action until it gets over here for now.
The giant crocodile won't do anything because we're doing prepared actions. Redmore. Does your prepared
All right.
action go off?
Point my sword at it and I shout with my prepared action, grovel!
Oh, that's right. Ooh, that's a 19 for the giant crocodile. I think that's a
Six.
success.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
that
it
doesn't
does
work for
not
me.
grovel. It just kind of starts chewing on the basilisk, we'll say. Okay, so it doesn't grovel. Helios, I think you're going to rage.
That's hard on us.
Oh, sorry, Helios. My apologies. Helios, what do you do?
I'm waiting for it to come clear out of the water as well with my
Cool.
javelin throw.
And Odinos, you're...
Raging.
I will say, I think technically you can prepare the rage, but we'll allow it this time. And you're going to give it a big old pull?
Yep.
Okay, I'll tell you what you need to roll. I'm just going to make a strength check. Rolls a 12. So you can make your athletics check at advantage. There you go, 15 is good enough. How far are you dragging it?
How far can I drag it? With the 22, I guess.
I'll say technically, say half your movement, so you can pull it all the way up to you if you want.
So I'm going to kind of like with the rope, I'm just yanking it as far back as I can. So I'll back up this 15 feet and pull it up by 15 feet.
Okay. Okay, cool. So Odinos pulls it out. I think that is going to proc some people's actions.
Yep.
So let's go
Javelin.
through it in order again. Oh,
yeah.
Helios, fine. Helios, cool. Javelin, so the javelin flies across. Hits it, roll damage.
9.
9 points of piercing, beautiful. Leolin, you take a shot with your longbow. The longbow hits as well for another 7 points of damage. And Redmore, oh, you did the grovel, so yours doesn't go off. Okay, so Odinus pulls it off. And we go round to the top to Kyra again. You guys have got this. You guys are expert fishermen. You don't need any of my help, so I'll just sing the song of heroism. You got this. Leolin. So just a normal turn order now.
Okay, just a quick question and refresher. The Song of Heroism, what does that do again?
You roll a dice. If you don't like the die, then you can roll it again. That also is
Yeah,
true
it's-
for a damage dice as well, so any type of dice.
It's just a reroll once per round.
Once per round. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. He's gonna shoot again, reload, fire again with his bow.
It's
That hits. That's 6 damage. He's gonna action surge. Gonna do a second attack.
This is the same day. Do you have 2 action surges a day?
After a short rest, I get it back.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so that hits again then. 15.
Oh, it hits again. Excellent. And
9 more damage.
well, that's my turn. Don't really need to reroll. Would it be possible? No, it's too late now. No, okay, yeah, that's my damage, and that's my my turn. He'll take a little step back and end his turn.
Okay, the crocodile really doesn't like being pulled by Odinaz. What's it? It's still relatively fast up here, so it's gonna take off the slack of the rope, charge up towards Odinaz. So first there's massive maw comes over as it tries to bite you with a 16 Odinaz.
Miss.
Miss. It's you know it misses with its bite. It's going to swing around with this massive tail, swoosh, with a 12. So double miss. Okay. You're dodging well, Odinaz. Well done. Redmore.
All right. All right, I jump forward. Entering combat with the creature. And I will do another channel divinity because I had a short rest, and do Conqueror's Presence once again, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw as I let out another smaller roar than when I do my Dragon Fear, but that spectral image of a dragon appears behind me, and this time it is a white dragon because we are being predators and we are hunting.
Nice, nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't work because it was a 16 on its wisdom saving throw. So it resists the
dang.
fear of it. Worked so well last combat.
It did, but that is my turn.
Okay, cool. So this dragon comes up, thrashes around at Odinaz. What do you do, Helios?
Checking ability real quick. Yeah. I'll rush over behind it to match with Redmaw. Activate my Phalanx ability. Don't chat. So, for 1 minute, every ally and myself who is within someone that is holding a shield gets a +2 to AC, so both me and Redmaw. You're using a shield as well, right?
Yes, I am using a shield as well.
So +2 to our ACs, and oh no, that's the first one for just seeing or hearing me, and then for standing next to someone with a shield. Wait, no. God, this is confusing. +2 to AC, and if you're wielding a shield, you get another +1.
Nice.
So total +3. That's bonus action, and then I'll action attack it. So here. Yeah.
20 hits with the trident.
10 damage.
10 damage, okay. Okay, beautiful. Nice.
That's it.
I love that ability too, that's pretty cool. Okay, Odinaz, as this thing's trying to snap at you with these massive jaws, what do you do?
Odinaz kind of like roars back at it real fast, and as I'll whip out the great axe and I will attack recklessly.
You rage?
Did I lose my rage? I guess from the initial one.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, you're already raging. Okay, sorry, no, you're fine. Carry on.
So I will swing with my great axe and I will take the -5 penalty. So 23. No, 18. Excuse me.
18 hits.
Real quick, so Odinaz also gets the +2 to AC.
Is that? I thought. Am I within 5 feet though?
No, it's for seeing or hearing me.
No, they have to be standing
I had to be
within
standing with
5
you
feet.
and within
Oh,
5
right.
ally.
Got there.
The-
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay.
Autonomous doesn't need it.
No,
Oh.
whatever.
27.
That's 20. That's 29.
29.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, big chunk out of the creature. Wow, Odinos, that's awesome. Okay, it might look like it's Kyra's turn, but it's not. Remember I said one creature rolled a 7 for its stealth, the other one rolled a
Oh,
20.
dear.
Comes stumbling out behind Helios.
Oh, boy.
What's your armor class now, Helios? Everything taken into consideration?
24.
24. Okay, it's gonna actually make it. Starts with its tail attack. Whoosh, what was it? 26.
Oh, motherfucker.
And so you take 15 bludgeoning damage. And can you make me a
Jeez.
strength saving throw, please?
Okay. Strength save. That's horrible. I'll re-roll. Because I might as well.
Oh, yep.
17.
17
Probably
does
still not.
make it. 13
Oh,
wouldn't
nice.
help. So you're not
Good.
knocked prone. But it's still going to take a bite at you. And, what was it? 23 again. Again, but what was it? 23 enough to hit?
No,
So a
24
things
AC.
happen. Are you 24 AC?
Yeah.
Ah, I thought 23 would hit. Okay, never mind then. So it looks like it was trying to grab onto Helios and then drag you into the water. But because, imagine like the phalanx with the classic hoplite things, you're locking shields with Redmore, and that's the only thing that saves you. Okay, Kara's going, oh my god, that was a huge bite! Live, people, live! And she casts, does she? She does. She casts a Song of Rejuvenation, fearing that one of you might go down. Leyland.
All right. Leolon is inspired by this call to the phalanx, and he swaps his weapons for a rapier and a shield.
Oh, nice.
And he moves in next to Redmore and attacks this gator.
Okay.
You also get a plus 3 to AC.
But that's his turn. He attempts his that's his attempt at close combat. So that's it.
Okay, so this guy's surrounded by you guys. 4 options. Yeah, it really doesn't like Odinos for causing this whole situation, so it's going to go for Odinos again. Massive. It's going to swipe you with its tail first, swings around, boom. What was it, 26?
Oh yeah, that hits.
So 12 bludgeoning and make me a strength saving throw.
Is that reduced or is it?
Oh, no, yeah, no, you're right. So 12 damage reduced to 6 because you're raging.
All right. And you said strength saving throw.
Yes, please. And at advantage because you are raging. Okay, 22 is enough. Okay, so it tries to knock you off your feet with its tail. Feels it didn't do as much damage as it wanted to. Missed you already a couple of times, so it's going to turn its attention to Redmore. Go to bite Redmore. That was a 10, so another miss. Redmore,
With
you're
the shield phalanx going on, Helios and Redmaw kind of buddy up and block this thing together. I'd like to imagine as it comes after Redmaw, and then Redmaw turns around and says, "You will fear us," and inhales and lets out another unnaturally loud roar, and uses another one of his breath weapons, his final one, and does Dragon Fear. So they both have to do a Wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
14.
14. Okay, one succeeds, one fails. This one up the top is afraid. Probably because
Okay.
it's the crap beaten out of them, but this one makes it so one succeeds, one fails.
All right, and that'll be my turn as I take a defensive position between Helios and Leolin.
Once again, locking the shields up. Nice. Helios.
I'm gonna
Defensive
turn
bonus.
myself a little bit to over here
Mhm.
to straighten the phalanx up.
So cool.
uh, I'm gonna grasp for the crystal around my neck and bonus action cast Shield of Faith on myself
Shield.
for another +2 to my AC.
Oh, crazy.
26 AC.
Concentrating that, of course.
Yes. And action, I'll. Fucking god. Still focus attack on the top one.
Okay. Take a swing.
Trident. Yeah, it's not gonna bounce. Yeah,
That
Yep.
is.
6 damage. I'll re-roll the damage die
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
on these.
Oh, of course.
That was 6.
There we go. Yeah, that's 8.
8, so give it another 2 points of damage. Okay, beautiful.
Yep.
Another nice hit. Okay, yes.
That's it.
Good remembering to re-roll the dice as well, not just
Mhm.
the 20s. Okay, Odinoz, the creature is thrashing around, looks terrified. Who could blame it? What do you do?
We're attacking recklessly.
Okay.
With another -5.
So that would be a 13?
13. That should be a miss,
That
right?
is a miss, yep. Just bounces off the creature's thick, scaly hide.
So we could do reroll.
Yeah, but just one more dice.
One more dice.
So
That's not gonna work either.
Yeah, so a long walk, but it still misses. Okay, so the crocodile that is not afraid is going to take a. What's it? So make an intelligence roll, because I know it's a silly idea to attack Helios in his current state, but does the crocodile know it? Crocodile does not know it. Okay, so it's going to try. So 26 now?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Okay, tail swing. 25.
Ooh.
Oh.
Tries knock your feet
Perfect.
for a bite, and a 26 for the bite.
No.
That one's going to hit it eventually.
Oh,
gets
shit.
through.
I'm going
so
down, definitely.
The bite hits and does 24 points of damage.
Yep, straight down.
Okay. So falls down. Your shield obviously goes down as well as you lose concentration.
Yes.
It
Checking the
does
phalanx.
what crocodiles do.
I
And it
assume-
flushes down.
I'm not sure if the phalanx turns off. It doesn't specify it.
Oh, let's have a look. Let's see if they're inspired by you.
I'll put it in chat for you again.
No, it lasts for a
Well,
minute.
number one,
So
we're
it's
not
10
Yeah.
out
rounds.
of you though.
Right, because it just lasts for a minute.
Yeah. Well, we normally would, but they can't see you at the moment because you're dragged under the water. So they need to see you. They don't see you. So no. Otherwise, I'd say
Fair.
yes. But
Yeah.
so I'm going to do this. Where is he? Who knows?
Oh shit.
Hi. Kara says, "Oh shit! Ah! Elliot, actually, there's a small chance. How much damage did you take? It was 24. Can you make a con save for DC 29? Is that even possible?
No. Well, yes, it is.
Okay, let's have a look.
I can add I have favored by the gods.
Oh, okay. The con save
2d4,
DC
which is it what it
29.
is? Yeah. Let's see the con save itself. I can make it.
Strength
2d4.
save?
Nope. Oh, that's strength. It's -2, so definitely not.
Okay, it's worth a shot. So the way that the Song of Rejuvenation works, it's 5 plus the damage taken. So that was 29. 24 plus 5, 29. So you had a chance.
Yeah. no.
Akara saying, "Oh shit!"
Mm. Inspiration.
Yeah, she's.
No, there's no point. I'm done. I favor by the gods again.
Oh, okay. But Kyra is now going to sing, "Oh, yeah, that's a big bite. Song of Heroism! Don't know if you can hear me, Helios, but hang on! Hey, Leyland.
Wow. Yeah, well, Leyland's just going to turn to the croc that's still in front of him and give it a swing.
Okay.
Does the 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to re-roll that damage.
Okay, so it's 8 at the moment.
Oh, I get exactly the same. So it's 8 damage still.
Okay, we already recorded that, so hacking through.
Oh, yeah.
The giant crocodile now. I assume you're staying there, Leyland?
Yeah. For the shield. Oh no, there's no point. But I'm going to. We don't have the shield. But I'm going to move here to sort of spread us out a bit. And that's my my turn.
And did the giant crocodile attack last time while it was feared, or is this its first turn feared?
I think it's the first turn.
Yeah, this is his first turn that it's feared.
Redmore is just after him.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's gonna still be attacking its frightened, and we'll roll for its save after this. Is there a disadvantage? Odenar's not doing much. It's gonna go for Leyland. So it's gonna swiftly swing at you, Leyland, with its massive tail. Rolls a 10 at disadvantage, because it's terrified of the roar from Redmore. And it's gonna take a bite of Leyland at disadvantage. Rolls a 13. Such as panicking around feared. Now make it a wisdom saving throw. We get a 15? It was 14, wasn't it? Redmore?
Sorry. Yes, my apologies. All right, so this thing is still frightened. So Redmore.
It rolled a 15 for its wisdom saving throw to avoid being frightened. Does that?
Oh, sorry, my bad. It does make it. It is no longer afraid. Yes, regardless, Redmaw is going to disengage, and he's going to jump into the water after Helios.
Okay. Whereabouts are you jumping in the water?
Sorry, I will not disengage action. I will just run and take the opportunity. I'm going to run straight forward into the water, so like there.
Okay, you do hit something, but we'll just resolve this by... Now it's just going to try and bite you, try and hold you in place here.
Okay.
It rolls a 13.
Misses.
Okay.
Does not
So you
dive right in there.
I'm going to show you where they are, but everybody else feel free not to meta that. So Redmore, we'll say you splash and land right on top of Helios.
All right. He's still in the creature's grasp or jaws, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to wrench him free because I still have my action.
Yep, because you didn't take the disengage action. Okay, athletics. I imagine athletics for Redmore, not acrobatics.
Yes. That is please and thank you, yes. Athletics, I rolled a 9 for a 13.
13 is just...
You can reroll.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Never mind.
I gave the show away. So you can drag him up to 15 feet away. Would you like to do that? Actually, how far did you move to get here? Oh yeah, 15 feet, we'll say.
Okay, I will drag him back 15 feet with me.
Helios, feel free to go with him.
Mm-hmm. Not to be a dick, but crocodile is like 10 reach, right?
Yes, you are correct. First of all, any of them that don't have a tackle. Yes. We'll put a blood trail in anyway because it's fun. Okay, so it does want to take a snack at you. It has to be a tail attack because its bite is 10, but its tail is 15. That was a 17, Redmore?
That does not hit. My AC is 18.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so drag him out here. I think that would be your turn.
Yes,
Redmore?
the crowds I control. I control all the crowds. But Redmaw, as he pulls you out and says, no, I'm sorry, he says, come on now, Helios, son of the gods.
Water is for fish.
Okay. Now, Helios, death saving throw, but I'm going to ask you to roll it privately to me.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. So if you type that into roll 20 without the quote marks, that'll roll it just between me and you.
I'll just put the whisper toggle on. It's easier.
If it works.
There.
Okay, so I know what that means. You know what that means. So we'll just leave it at that. I guess the only thing you guys know for certainly is it wasn't a natural 20. Otherwise, he'd be up.
Just marking it on my roll 20 sheet.
Yep. Odenos.
Odenos will attack recklessly again.
Okay.
And -5.
Uh-huh. Oh. Ooh,
Wow.
1 and a 2. Yeah, that's a miss. That's a shocker, Odenos.
Use
is
the
that- wait a minute.
reroll.
I'm about to say, is that heroism still going?
Yes. So just 1 reroll. So 1 die.
We did. It's gonna be a 3.
Oh, come on.
Oh
If anything
no.
deserves a sad,
Oh,
sad
no.
trauma.
Yeah. It needs
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right.
Odenos.
That's, I will bonus action. Daunting Roar.
Okay.
It needs to
Another
make a
wisdom
wisdom
saving
saving throw. DC 14.
Was it 13?
It becomes afraid of me until my end of my next turn.
Okay, so Frey. Cool. I have another player who likes to roar. I need to record a lion roar at some point and add it to my sound effects, because that would be cool. Okay, your roar was cool, Odenos, but that's it. Okay, the crocodile with its prey snatched from its grasp comes lurching out again. It's going to go for Redmore. It's going to try and bite you, Redmore. No, tail
Shield
first.
goes up.
Shield goes up, tail 26. That's
It hits. It hits. Sound. That is a very resounding hit, actually.
okay, running really well for these guys. So 15 bludgeoning and a strength saving throw, please.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 15 done. Strength saving throw. 15.
Nope.
Oh no. I will re-roll that with the Song of Heroism. Okay. Sorry, I like when bad things happen to my characters. I apologize. 14.
Wow,
Does not.
bad things do happen. You get completely upended, the tail thumps into you, and you fall prone. And then the creature is going to try and bite you at advantage. Oh my goodness. Rolls a 12 at advantage.
Oh, that misses. That time my shield gets it.
That
Oh.
is an Odenos quality roll, that one. Sorry, was that too soon?
No, you go ahead.
Doesn't Redmore get the shield bonus back because he can see Helios or
You're
yeah.
unconscious, right?
Well, you can see him. I'm just
Yeah, I
So
know, I
yes,
know.
Yes for now. But it misses anyway. It rolls a 12 at advantage. Considering it's a
He
plus
sticks the
8
shield
on
into
roll,
the gator's mouth.
I rolled a
With
3
the-
at advantage.
With the shield spell and the phalanx. Wait, how much did you roll for the... Oh wait, never mind.
I rolled a 12, so even with
Yeah, the first attack was like a 26.
Oh, he has a 26, yeah. That still hits you, Redmore?
26
Right.
will hit me.
Yeah, okay, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a giant crocodile going out of the water. Kyra says... She's going to sing the Song of Heroism again. Now, actually, technically, Helios, that number that you rolled for your death save, you can choose to re-roll it, but you must take the new result. Do you wish to
I think that's
re-roll
too
it?
much.
Okay, so we keep it as is. The car is singing, "Ah, guys, listen to my voice. Leyland, finish that son of a bitch off." Leyland.
all right. I will do as requested. Well, I'll attempt. I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah, nope.
That should be a hit. There we go.
That is a hit. Nice.
11 damage.
Okay, with that, you drive your rapier through the heart of the creature, and an explosion of gore, the creature stops. One down.
All right, and then I'm going to swap back into to my longbow because I've seen what these things can do now, and take a step back, and that's my turn.
Okay, this crocodile will no longer get a turn. Redmore, on your back, prone.
I will spend 15 feet to get up.
Ninja flip, cool.
Yes, within range of that thing, so I will pump Lay on Hands into Helios. Place my hand on him. You guys see like a faint silver light around my hand as I do this. And I'm going to Lay on Hands him for 15 points.
Ooh, damn.
Feel like full life force flowing back into you. You are still prone on your back, but
Yep.
you are alive. That's your action, Redmore?
Yes, and that was my movement. I'm going to stay next to Helios, though. For my bonus action, I will see if I have anything for my bonus action. I do not.
Okay. Okay, Helios, life returns to you. By the way, he failed his death saving throw at a 5 or something, so he's on his way out. Helios, spring to your feet.
Yes. Now, activate my necrotic shroud as he stands up and shouts with a blast, and a pair of skeletal wings blast from his back piece. See.
Ooh,
Each creature within 10 feet of me needs to make a charisma save, so that includes Redmaw.
okay. My giant crocodile charisma save.
Luckily, I am
DC
high charisma.
is-
Natural 1 for 5.
DC 13.
You can re-roll it, huh?
Oh, is the Songs of Heroism still up?
Yep, yep.
All right, well then, yeah, charisma saving throw again. Come on, I'm +6 here. There we go. 22.
There you go.
And what's the DC?
13.
Crocodile with 15, so.
That's fine.
And
Still.
-2 to the roll.
Oh yeah, damn. Still
that's
stays
excellent.
on, because I get a damage bonus on my attacks. I'll action surge to get an attack in.
And so it does the flightless wing, so you don't actually get to fly, but for effect, it's wings pop out. Okay, cool. Next swing.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Taking its time.
Roll 20. Why?
Come on.
Anticipation.
There we go. Okay. Internet dipped, so I had to swap there. Tried an attack right after that action surge. So
Let's see the rolls myself. Oh,
it's
there we go,
loading.
so 18.
It's rolling.
18 hits.
Yes. Okay. It's this plus 4 damage.
Okay.
So 9 damage.
You get your charisma bonus as extra attack. Is that how it works?
No, it's full level extra damage.
Okay, so 9 damage, bottom line.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice round though. Odinaz, the crocodile in front of you, is messed up. This one down here looks pretty uninjured. That was its first hit that it took a pain.
Odinaz, having whiffed the last 2 times, is just angry, just roars out loud, and sees the other crocodile, and he'll make a mad dash sprint, jumping up in the air, recklessly attacking, try to bring down the great axe right into it.
Beautiful.
And this will be obviously Great Weapon Master as well, -5.
That's a 5. advantage, and 18 hits.
For 26.
Nope. Ignore that.
26 damage. Oh, massive blow. Blood just explodes out of the creature. Nice. Very cool, Odenos. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Crocodile is.
Please no.
Who's it going to attack? No, Odenos. You just bit the crap out of it. It's going to return fire. That was a massive hit. So take out the most dangerous thing you can perceive at the moment. It's going to make a tail attack at advantage because you're reckless.
Yep.
21.
Hit.
Okay, so you take. Whoops. You take 13 damage, reduced to 6 because of your rage.
Okay.
And
strength saving throw.
advantages. Okay, you maintain your feet for this. Oh, it gets advantage anyway, but you don't get enough from it. It's going to try and fight you. Dirty 20.
Hit. Yeah.
Okay, and it hits because of advantage, so it goes to bite you, and it picks you up in its teeth. So you are grappled, and you take 22 points of piercing damage, reduced to 11 because of your rage.
17. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to risk it. Helios and Redmore, make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Sorry, do I get one as well?
The Helios and Redmore. Odenos is going along for the ride.
All right, sounds good.
Helios, you hit for 9 points of damage, and Redmore miss. Song of Heroism was up, but have you used it already this turn, Redmore?
I used it for a strength save, and I don't think it's come around to my turn yet. Or was that out of order?
I think you still have it. So make another roll. 9's gonna miss,
Okay.
of course.
Roll a 14.
Just hits.
All right, I'll roll for my deadly damage.
And I'm gonna re-roll my damage die.
Sure.
4 damage.
So +4.
So it was 9 before. What is it now?
13.
An extra 4 points of damage. Okay. So scutters away with Odenos. It jumps in the water here, disappears underneath the water, and you hear some, like, it could be anywhere. You don't know.
Bubbles.
You might try and work out where he sees it, but you don't see where he went. And you're too disorientated, Odenos, to know what the hell is going on. Iris thinks, oh no, not again! She rushes over to the bank, panics a little bit, and she says, Odenos, if you can hear me, don't die! And I'll ask Odenos, do you prefer the Song of Rejuvenation to maybe save your life, or the Song of Heroism?
Heroism, because Odenos is still not even bloodied, as FYI.
Okay, start singing. Leyland, what do? You don't see it.
I am going to hold my action and just cover the area with my longbow, and as soon as I see the crocodile, I'll take a shot.
Okay, cool. Redmore.
Same thing as before. He's gonna attempt to dive right into the water about here.
Okay, now you're in difficult terrain because you're underwater.
Okay. So I'll go back 1 foot. There we go. So I'll be about here.
Okay. Yeah, if you jump into the water, you just land in water.
Do I see them?
You can make a perception check, but it'll be your action.
That's fine with me.
Okay, perception.
10.
Yeah, it's pretty murky water. You don't see them.
Ruff. All right, that's my turn. Then I'll shout. I'll try to like get back up to the like, get my head out of the water, and it's like I can't see where they went.
Helios.
Helios is gonna grunt and stretch his arms real quick, do second wind. 7 HP. And then take a stride and then go for a long jump with strength of 18 and a 10-foot plus dash. I can jump 15 foot straight, basically,
Okay, and where do you land?
which would get me about there.
Okay. You don't quite hit the crocodile, but you bump into the crocodile. Feel it just to the south.
Okay, I'll try action cast Booming Blade and strike at it.
Okay. Okay, take a swing. And now you are underwater, so disadvantage.
But tridents believe Barra
I think you're
avoid
right.
that.
Yep, you're correct.
So straight roll, yeah.
Have been playing
19.
for a while. Underwater rolls that well. You're good.
a whole aquatic campaign, so
Yeah,
that
I
one's
just
sunk
followed
in.
the Nether Deep recently, and that had a lot of underwater combat, so...
Yeah.
Okay, 19 hits.
Yes. So that's 8 plus 4, so 12 damage, and in case it runs away, it takes 1 damage from Booming Blade.
And 1 blades away. Okay, nice. So you landed this, cut through into the crocodile. Beautiful. Odinaz, you're trapped in this creature's core. More.
So am I restrained or just grappled?
Just grappled. Let me just make sure. Oh, no, I tell a lie. You're restrained, so disadvantage. But you're underwater anyway, so...
I'm
however you
at
look at it.
disadvantage anyway. I want to recklessly and put myself at a straight roll.
Okay.
And we're going to trust the dice gods in this one. And I'm going to take the -5 penalty. 13.
Nope.
I can get a reroll. This is why I picked the reroll.
That just misses 20. 15 does hit. You did a 19. Its AC's 14. So 19 hits.
21.
21. Odinaz.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, nice.
All right, so as it's got me kind of grappled, I'm going to say that it's kind of pinned my arms with the axe, and I'm going to work the axe, and I'm going to come straight through the top of its head, piercing, and just blow it right through the top of its head.
I see. Yeah. Well done.
I'll help Odinaz back onto the shore.
I'll help both of you back onto the shore.
Kyra claps. Hey, well done, guys. That was amazing. And that was amazing, guys. Difficult encounter. These things, not their bite does 3d10 plus 5. Their tail does 2d10
Yeah.
plus 5. It's well, Helios went down for a second, but Fred more heroically saved it.
I have a feeling that if I were a betting Dragonborn, that may be what Sidon wanted to send. Those were awful. Glorious
Good,
combat and a
civilized.
fine victory, but awful.
They got me wet.
Here, here.
I don't like being wet.
Oh god.
You see
Your hair
Odinaz,
looks
like,
terrible, Odinaz.
you can see Odinaz with a little cat shake as he's like with a paw and just like shakes it off.
Red Maw looks at Ibs like, and his paint's starting to run a little, and he's just like,
Oh, hopefully they sell colored paint here.
it's like you're starting to see like streaks of red go through his bronze paint on the right side of his
Oh.
body. looking a little. There, like he definitely seems to like project like this very confident, like majestic look to him, and right now with like the streaks and like all of his like sashes just wet and sticking to his body, he looks a little less like a glorious multicolored dragonborn and more like a soaked clown.
Okay. And the opposite end of the spectrum, Leolon hasn't been scratched in either combat, and he's standing there and he's going, "I think we had a pretty good day today, guys. This was
god.
this was a fantastic combat. We've all worked hard to accomplish this victory." As he speaks to his 3 drenched and damaged and bleeding comrades while looking flawless.
Every
Yes.
front line needs its supporting back line.
Yes, it does, as Redmaw goes to pick up Leolon.
What?
Yeah.
No, back off. What is this?
Well, I reach out and I try to grab him.
Oh,
You're gonna get
I see.
you're gonna get die on my. You know how expensive these are. What are you doing? Hang on. What are you rolling? Or
Up to the DM.
oh,
Acrobatic. Acrobatic route.
all right.
20.
Oh,
Let's see what I rolled. Ah.
I proceed
got me.
to pick up Leolon and dunk him in the river.
I knew it.
Leyland.
He silently accepts his fate.
And Redmaw will just toss him in, but like the moment he's splashing, Redmaw will help him out just as quickly and says,
Now we have all contributed.
Not quite. Kyra dives in.
Oh, God.
he laughs and says,
Kyra, you by default contribute the most. That is why you didn't get a dunk.
Oh, well, sorry, I thought it was a game. My apologies. Well, actually, that's pretty stupid. Swimming in crocodile-infested waters. I shan't be doing that again.
Yeah, you're part antelope, right? That's fair game for these creatures, so be careful.
Yeah, I guess. I am pretty graceful. Well, guys, I got to point out the obvious, though. You guys have killed giant crocodiles. Have you killed the giant crocodiles, though?
The what? Excuse me?
I mean, you killed some crocodiles. How many crocodiles are in this river? More than 2?
Easily, probably. Which is a shame.
I mean, I've traveled along the River Archelon before, and I've seen lots of crocodiles. They're generally half the size of those. So these are definitely unusual crocodiles, but might be more.
Maybe, but if these are unusual, then they would have likely been a favorite if I were a homicidal. He looks up at the sky. Childish tantruming god. I'd probably pick the biggest, meanest thing.
Storm clouds crackle in the sky. Lightning shoots. Just for an instant, rain falls down. And it stops.
And either
Redmaw
way,
looks very satisfied at that.
as far as we know, we've killed the 2 crocodiles that are closest to the city.
I think that is a good enough. For this instance, we still have to find harpies.
Yeah.
Kyra, question quickly. On the rules of technicality, if we, per se, were fishing at the top of the river the night before, the night of the sacrifice, and we just happen to get caught in whatever wake of whatever creature is coming down to do whatever business it might be on, and we get caught in it and defend ourselves and kill it, would that be technically interfering with any possible sacrifice it might have had on its to-do list?
Here's the thing, Redmore. You're looking for clever, witty ways to get around it. Sidon is really the ultimate arbitrator of this. If there's any type of possible twisty way to interfere, he's going to invalidate the sacrifice.
He's like the rich kid with the fancy rocking horse. He gets to decide who rides it and for how long.
Yes,
How about
exactly.
how about a different matter? What if we would it be possible to maybe that we construct something that blocks off like like a gate or something or a net which would block off the river temporarily?
I
Uh,
refer you
think-
to my previous comment.
Okay, yeah, all right.
All right, then
Yeah.
we need to keep doing what we're doing. We either go back to the city and rest and try to find another set of harpies, and then, or we can go and find them right away. It's all how everyone's doing. I don't know. I'm pretty exhausted, but I could keep going. And then it would be up to whether or not, once we finish with whatever harpies we find, if we are satisfied with that, or we go seek out the Centaur Lord after.
Okay. Well, shall we first see if we can find the harpies and get an idea of what we're dealing with, and then we can decide if we want to have a rest?
Yeah,
Or no?
that sounds very reasonable.
Yeah. And I need to dry off, so that's.
Okay. Odenos. Sure, a lion knows lead the way. You did so well last time. So survival check to see if you can track down some more harpies.
Look at those wing tracks in the air.
Odonos is
Yeah.
wet.
So the
It's distracting
previous
him.
harpies that you saw were up here at the necropolis and they're quite high in the mountains. So you start searching around the high mountains, and it's eating away heavens down.
Probably need to return. Don't want to be out here before nightfall.
Okay.
So we'll say you spend as much time as it allows you to return to Astoria in daylight hours, having failed to find harpies. I mean, you found the basilisks and the crocodiles pretty quickly, but the rest of the day has been fruitlessly searching for harpies. You find yourself back in the city of Astoria. Once again, you're at the northern gate. The guards open you in and said, "Oh, how did it go out there? You seem a little beat up. Centaurs, I assume."
Well, if we did our job right, there'll be a few less animal attacks in the future.
All right. I know what you're doing. Anything that will save a princess and Nora. Be welcome in this town.
On that end, actually, do you by any chance know of any nearby harpy encampments?
Strangely, no. My job here is
Uh,
to guard the gate. I don't get out much.
All right, it was just in case you heard anything.
Is there someone who might know? There.
Not that I know.
Okay.
Kyra pipes up and says, "There's one person who tends to know these things better than everybody. She's quite rare, though. She lives in Mitros. It's the goddess of wisdom, Queen Valis.
That's
Ever seen Queen Valis, by the way?
no. What is that?
Probably seen her once or twice.
If you think you've probably seen her, then you haven't seen her. She is the most beautiful person you can imagine. She is married to the king, but man, she gets suitors. People have been known to faint in her presence. So if you think you've probably seen her, you haven't seen her. She's a goddess of wisdom, and she is a goddess of beauty. I hope you get to meet her one day, because she is simply the best. And she shows you an accurate picture of what Queen Valis looks like. So even if you haven't seen her, well, not Raven because he's new to this lands, but even if you haven't seen Velas, you've heard people write poetry and sing her songs about how beautiful she is.
Mm-hmm.
But,
And she's also wise, so she'd know, but she's all the way over there.
would her brother? I mean, the ruler here is that her brother? What's the relation between the gods? Can
Oh,
they speak? Can they communicate with each other?
no,
Let's
they
say.
don't.
Oh, okay.
It's just normal means.
Okay.
Yeah, but her and Pythor, I think her brothers, sisters, siblings?
Yeah.
Siblings,
Oh.
yes. And Vulcan is their father, the god of thunder.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's Mitroth is what 2 or 3 day travels from here.
More than a day there, more than a day back.
We, I think, would have better luck looking ourselves.
Yeah, it's just Odonos needs a night's rest before his picks his nose can.
I agree. A rest is absolutely necessary. But I believe that we have reduced the risk. We have not eliminated it, but we are close.
Yeah. I think this was a good day of hunting. There's some
Agreed.
pretty mighty beasts.
Yeah, they were, you guys. It's very well.
Yeah.
And as you return, let's say red one, roll me a d8. Please.
A D8? Okay. 4. Four, 4, 4.
So you hear common knowledge is that the king of Mitros is not a god, but his name is King Axtus. He is married to Velas, the goddess of wisdom we just talked about.
Festus.
A lot of people were of the general opinion that Velas is married well under her station.
Oh.
And the relationship is not happy. But
Oh?
you hear this rumor, which is slightly unsettling. Throughout this time, Kyra has been talking to you about you guys are going to save the world. That's what she votes for. She's going to write great poems about it. And she's referring to you every now and then as the new Dragon Lords. That you guys are going to be the new Dragon Lords. You're going to right the wrongs of the past because some of the Dragon Lords weren't so friendly. So she's very hopeful for you. But you hear that King Akistus is trying to revive the order of the Dragon Lords himself. These are the rumors that you hear around town. King Akitus wants to reform the Dragon Lords with him at its head, and there's even rumors that he's got some dragons on his side.
Interesting.
And Kara hears this, she's confused. What the hell is he doing? You guys, I'm sure, are going to be the new Dragon Lords.
Well,
What's he up to?
I don't know. It's just a word and a title. I assume the people of this land will decide who is the true Dragon Lords by the end of it.
And, by the way, Dylan, this is the last time this happened for a while, but it is 2:30 my time, and I need to pick up my kids, so I have to edit it properly. But they're on holidays after this, so. But I do need to dash, but very nice playing with you, Dylan. And good session, guys. You guys did well, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
No worries.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.